Shut up and sit down.
Boom. Helps if you press the button, Cole, doesn't it, mate? God, we are like, hey, tell me about it. It would help if I put the overlay up as well, wouldn't it? There you go. Oh, mate, it's because I have different streams with different things, and yeah, I've just got to switch off the display names, and there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the time I normally would spend setting up the stream was spent having a wibble, folks. Anyway, that's enough of that. Welcome to the Friday Frolic with me, Colin, Festa 67's workshop, and him, Fox at Model Making Guru. There you go, folks. Yeah, apologies for not streaming much this week. There's been some real life stuff going on in the background, and me demons were at me a little bit, so I just decided to have a few days to myself. So we're back, and yeah, there you go. Talking of all the good folks, once we got the pimpage done, I'll have a looky kids in the chat. But as you can see, if you want to help keep the content coming, you can support this channel by going over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or click the join button below, or the super chat $. All goes into a big pot and all pays for this wonderful, glorious StreamYard and all of that lot that we have. Bobbins is asking, is Fox muted? Hello, Fox. Yeah, can you let us know whether you can hear him in the chat? The audio video's okay. I can hear him in my ear holes. Talking of chat, let's have a quick lookykins in the chat to see who we've got in. I'm scrolling up, mate. Connie is in saying hello. Yeah, I am. Hello, Connie. How you doing? Dangerous Dave was in. He's gone to bed now, saying hello. I'm going to bed. See you later, Dave. James is in. Evening, Colin, Fox, all in chat. Festa hugs and Fox hugs. Hello, James, Alicia, and Shania. I hope you're all right. Bobbins is saying greetings. Simon Shorey is in, saying evening, folks. Hello, Simon. How you doing, mate? Hope you're keeping all right. Yeah, I know Simon. He runs Pro Scale Paints with Paul Bretton. Yeah, he's also the shiny car git. So, yeah. Connie said hello to Bobbins. PJ's in, says evening. Colin, Guffle, Chipper, and all the wonderful modelers in the chat. Hello, PJ, mate. Hope you're feeling all right, mate. And, yeah. Connie says, I'm doing good. I'm chilling at work. Do we need to be quiet in case the boss is, or are you the boss? Absolutely. John Alec is in, saying hello. Hello, John. How are you, mate? Hope you're feeling a bit better, mate, because, yeah. Stefan Lars says, good evening, all. Will Colin add his own twist to something? Will Fox do chipping? Find out tonight. I am going to be doing a bit of base painting on this Starweaver tonight because I've been a lazy git. What are we going on? Stefan says I had to PJ. Stefan says I had to Connie. Bobbins asks, is Fox muted? PJ says I had to Bobbins. PJ says he's gone deaf in the right ear. Fox is muted. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I'll have a looky-loo in a sec just to make sure what's going on, because, yeah, that seems strange. Let's have a looky-loo. No, that's right. Yeah, desktop audio doesn't seem to have a meter on it, so let's have a looky-loo what's going on there. Nothing's changed since our last setup, so I really don't know why we're having a problem now. So let's... Yeah, it's not distracting at all, but there you go. Let's see whether we can switch it on and switch it off. Yeah, I've got no meter on desktop audio for some reason. So let's... Oh, God, if I remove it whilst we're live, I've got to re-add it, haven't I? Let's see what's going on. Let's see, default. Let's have a looky-loo. Try that. God, speak.
I'm talking.
Can you hear him now?
Talking.
Can you hear him now, folks?
Can you hear me now? La, 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 la.
Because I've got the meter running. Let's just turn him up. The same as me. Can you let me know in the chat that you can hear his lordship?
Yes. Yes.
But I've got the meter going now, so yeah. Windows update.
Lovely.
That's what it was. Just before we went live, it switched from my speakers to my Xbox card.
Oh, there you go. I'm back now.
Yeah, there you go.
He says.
Yeah, there you go. I can. For a nominal fee, I can switch him back off if you want. Shouldn't have told me that, should you?
Yeah, I suppose then again, I can't really complain because it's a way of making money. So yeah, for a nominal fee, if you want me to shut up,
absolutely,
give Festa money.
Yeah, if you want me to mute him, I'll leave the keyboard alone. Yeah. Anyway.
How about for every £10 super chat, you'll mute me for 10 minutes. Every £1, you get a minute of muting for me.
God, dear, I can't gotta be rich.
You get like a five grand super chat.
Luckily for you folks, I hadn't got round to asking him how he was and how his mum was. I'll carry on a little bit with the chat. Jeff Light is in saying, good evening, Colin Fox and all in chat. Hello, Jeff, how are you, mate? Love to you and Maggie, and thanks for reaching out during the week, mate, and asking after me, because it always means a lot when people reach out. And thank you to you and Maggie, and my hug from Maggie was gratefully received.
Aww.
KRD, Klein Race Car Design. Good name. It says, hello all. Hello, mate. How are you?
Hello. Welcome.
Connie says, I work mostly on my own, plus have earbuds in. No need for you to keep things quiet. Happy days.
I was being sneaky and stealthy, maybe.
Yeah, everyone said hello to Jeff and Maggie. Stefan Last is in, says, yes, Fox is making sounds. They can hear you, unfortunately, says PJ. Sigh. Yeah, crickets.
Do you know, I'm just not appreciated, am I?
You're not feeling the love, are you? Jeff says,
No,
I do. JC, Jeff and Cy, as does PJ. That's the chat up to date. So,
yay!
How's you and how's my mum doing? She's not your mum anymore. She's my mum. But you've got to look after her. You know, don't mean to say... don't mean to say you can pack her up and ship her down.
I was going to say, if she's your mum, you can have her for a bit.
She's been keeping you on your toes.
I've got loads of pot noodles I need to eat. And
I know, bless her.
Yeah, we're all good, thank you. We apparently have volume now. Yes, we're all good, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Had some family come over yesterday to visit her, which was quite nice.
Oh, she was proper getting all the hugs, wasn't she, bless her?
She was getting all the fussing. But the funny thing is, of course, it's the first time my brother's seen her since she got ill a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And her hearing has got a lot worse in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So he isn't used to it. So he's sitting there talking and she's like, what? And I said, dude, you're going to have to basically shout.
Yeah.
So he was here for like 7 hours and he hasn't figured out the right volume. So he was just shouting dead loud, far too loud.
Is your mum like my mum, where she says she's not going deaf, refuses to have an hearing aid, but you've got to shout at them all day long?
Oh, I'll walk into the room and she'll have her headphones on, be watching TV, and I'll say something, and she'll look at me and not say, I'll be like, I'll say it again, and then she'll go, oh, and she'll pull her headphones back and say, what? And I said, why don't you just take your headphones off when I start talking to you? I can hear you with my headphones on. I said, you couldn't, because you just said what twice? Shut up.
Yeah, bless her.
I can hear you with my headphones on. Can I have all your money? What? Yeah. So we're all fine, thank you. We're all chilling along here.
Oh, good.
How are you?
I'm fine and dandy, mate. I'm fine and dandy, mate. Playing with me filbert brush.
Are you playing with your filbert?
Yeah, Wolf Richie's in saying hello, Wolf. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I'm playing with me filbert. Oh dear, that didn't bust my eardrums at all. Moist. Simon Shaw is going, yo, to PJ. Yes, what are we up to tonight, dude? What are you doing? He says,
tonight,
looking at the obvious Bane blade on the bench. It's like, yeah. Look at the screen,
Tonight I am
Carl.
painting a small cat. No, tonight I am not doing chipping. I'm carrying on doing the detail painting that I started doing last week. I started painting some of the silver bits. I've got more silver stuff to paint, and I'll be doing the gold trim and all the other tyres on the wheels and things like that. So I'm painting all
Hold
the
up a
details,
minute. I'm just
basically.
having steady myself on the bench there because I thought I heard you say you're not chipping. Am I
I'm
ill?
not doing all the chipping is now done. That's out of the
Oh my
way.
God.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
detail
God.
painting.
Yeah. Mind you,
tyres
though,
on the
you
wheels
did
and
end up
bits and
spending
bobs.
about 3 hours getting nabbed by me the other night, didn't you, to get at the bench?
That's true.
Well, that was last
That's
week now,
true.
wasn't it? But yeah,
Yeah, that's last week. Yeah. But yeah, no, got lots of detail painting to do. All the chipping's done.
happy days.
It took about what, about 10 or 11 hours, which is about normal for a paint job like this. So
Yeah.
there you go.
All good fun, this is.
When I stream these things, that's why you see me taking 10 shows to do it, because it takes that long.
It's trying to justify it now.
No,
But yeah,
if I put the effort in, it takes a long time.
absolutely.
All good things come to those who wait. Everything else go to Aldi.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What are you doing tonight, dude? Tell us all about your.
I'm going to
shenanigans.
be base coating my Harlequin Starweaver.
It's a mint-looking thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm going to be basically working with all of the purples tonight.
Oh,
Nagrath Night,
yeah. Nice, good colour.
Xerus Purple,
Yeah, Zerius purple.
Jed Steeler Purple, and then a nice shade of Carroburg Crimson
Ooh, very nice.
in multiple layers because I am trying to replicate. Cue the laughing. I'm going to be trying to get as near as damn it to these, and I've had this under the microscope. And there's loads of purples, but there's also a bit of the old plum showing through, you know, the old red. So that's what I'm going to. I'm not going to be doing the checkers tonight. I'm going to be doing literally all the purples and trying to make a start, which probably means I'll get about one wing painted because once us two start prattling on like a couple of old maids, we don't tend to get a lot done.
I don't know if have you used Carroburg Crimson before?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, it's quite a bold colour. So.
Yeah, it is potent, mate. Yes, I have used it before. Yes.
Good lad.
There you go. So he's telling me how to use me shades now. He's got to
No, I was going to say,
instruct me.
if you hadn't used it before, you wouldn't know, because a lot of times you have to sort of dilute it a bit, so it doesn't, depending on what you want.
Exactly.
But you've used it before, so you know all that. So
Absolutely. So that's what I'm up to. Don't forget in the chat, folks, belly, bench and beverage. What's in the belly? What's on your bench? What is your beverage of choice? Straight in is James. Belly, fish cakes and waffles. Bench, adding body kit parts to a Revell 25th and 1990 Mustang. Fox body, he says. Beverage, Pepsi Cherry. Nice. Bobbins, belly, tuna pasta thing. Bench is temporary empty, and beverage is some whiskey. Oh, yeah. Is it in a jar? Do you got whiskey in a jar? See what I did?
Whiskey in a jar. My friend brought home a jar of moonshine from Arkansas once. Actual proper Arkansas moon from across the border where it's not a dry state. And it was like 90% proof. And I literally opened this. It was in a proper jar, like a moonshine jar.
Yeah.
Unscrewed the lid. Took one whiff, put the lid back on. I was like, that does me for a year. That.
Yeah.
But he had two of them. One of them broke in his travel bag.
Oh, nice
Oh
one.
dear Lord. Yeah, that was. You had to throw it all away.
For the keen-eyed, you'll notice I am using my film brush.
G-Filbert. Right, what am I painting silver? I've got anything left to paint silver.
And I'm doing a wet blend, basically. Loads and loads of thin, wet layers. My wet palette
You're a
is
wet blend.
super wet. And I've gone and put 10 drops of Lamia in my pot of Citadel to thin it right down. Because that's all this is getting used for is Harlequins, this paint. So I can thin these 3 pots down as much as I want. Because, yeah, that's all they're going to be for.
6 months from now, it'll come up with another reason to use it. You'll be like, oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah. But as you can see already, just that side, just that real thin misting. I want some of the black to come through, so I'm not stabbing it in all the nooks and crannies and going over them. because I want a lot of that to come through. So gives me me panel lines.
Panel lines.
I was going to do some more on the Aldi, but where I've been a little bit out of the loop this week, I didn't even get round to setting up the PJ spray booth. So, yeah. So apologies to PJ for not working on the Aldi tonight, mate. But, yeah, I kind of got engrossed with real life, and, yeah.
Oops, excuse me.
It shall return. I want to get it primed and painted before I bring it on screen. So hopefully this week. I'm not going to plan a day because me and planning.
Yeah, it never ends well if you plan things, does it?
No. So
never ends well.
Because we did think I was going to have to do a full PC strip down, but luckily I've avoided it. So
yeah,
that
was good.
All remedied now. So if anyone out there gets a ghost mouse or cursor, just make sure that in your last Windows update, TeamViewer from Microsoft didn't download, because
yeah, I think it's part of. Have you got like Office 365 or something on there?
Yeah, yeah,
it's part of that, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. So just be careful with it, folks, and make sure it's not hijacking your system, because. So I'm brutal. I just got rid of it because I don't need it. I don't use it.
It's common sense to every now and then just go have a little shufty through Task Manager and just see what's popping up, and anything you don't recognise, be like, just look that up and see what it is. Don't need that.
Normally once a year, I just do a clean install of Windows and just purge the system just in case. Anything has come through that shouldn't, and because you never know.
Yeah, sometimes you get stuff added by
other programs and stuff, and I don't like none of that baggage. So
no,
I do a quarterly tear down where I drop everything out the case and give it a thorough clean, and then once a year I do a complete fresh install of Windows, because where you get multiple updates each year. Not all of them work, do they? You can balk your system. So I just like to do a complete refresh. It's just a personal thing. I think that comes from my days in tech support. So
yeah, and that's the thing with things like Office 365. I haven't got it, but stuff like that, if you've got that installed, or if it's just come with Windows or whatever, then you are going to get, whenever they add things to it, you're going to get those anyway. You don't even know because you don't use it. So.
Yeah, I've switched all the additional Microsoft updates off, so it's only ever operating system. But
yeah, security fixes and things like that.
Yeah, but 365, because it's cloud-based, it's a little bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest with you. So
yes. You think, given that like Xbox updates happen all the time and they don't break the system, that they'd be able to make Windows updates not break the system, really, but...
Well, this is it, but don't forget, see, we're on Windows 10, and it's all, I think, deliberately getting balked so that you end up getting new hardware and upgrading to 11. And I think that's what's going on. And I'm not playing that game, because as soon as support ends for Windows 10, I'm just going to Linux the lot. So
yeah, see, I get an operating system when my mate builds me a new PC with the operating system on it. That's how I know when to change.
Yeah, so... that's all I'm going to do.
I mean, I went from XP to Windows 7, I think.
Yeah.
That's how long I had XP for.
I liked Windows 7 myself, but...
oh, yeah, I quite liked it.
I don't mind Windows 10. I've got Windows 11 in the lounge, because that's that little... do you remember that little tiny compact PC I showed you the other month?
Yeah, the little like, tiny thing of tininess.
Yeah, it's like 20 cigarettes in it. It's so cool. And that runs Windows 11 beautifully. So,
oh yeah.
But this rig, it's not compatible. You can install Windows by disabling the processor feature. I'm doing a backdoor install, but I don't trust Microsoft not to patch that. So I shall just put Linux on here, or Linux, whichever way you want it said, just in case I get pulled up in the chat. So, yeah, probably Linux Mint, something like that will go on it. So
you've already gone way beyond my knowledge levels for computer mobobs anyway.
Yeah, it's just my old Windows 7 rig that I had before I got the new one for the lounge that run Linux, and yeah, it's just an alternate operating system that's open source, and yeah, not sauce as in tomato sauce and brown sauce. Yeah,
I'm not quite that stupid.
Oh, well, no, it's just how I speak, innit? You know, it's, yeah.
I know what open source means.
Yeah. Yeah, if I say open source to the missus, she go, the bottle's already open, love. No, I don't mean that. Don't mean that, dear.
It's not what I meant, love. No.
There you go.
Right, so what else do I need to paint? Silver. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got to do my back bits. I've got to fiddle with my back end.
You've got to paint your back bits.
I've got to fiddle with my back bits.
Belly is chicken spag bowl with garlic bread. Ooh. Nice. Same as the regular spag bowl, he says, but with chicken instead of beef. Nice one. Bench Fujimi 1/16 Ferrari F40. Oh, nice one. Beverages of beer followed later by even more beer. Nice one. Simon Shorey's got chicken fowl, brandy, Carlos 1 bench at home, but Ferrari 412p. Oh, nice. Nice one. Jeff Light, belly earlier, he says, is chicken and mushroom pie. Oh, nice.
Yep, I'll have a bit of that, thank you.
Cool, I went into whispering Bob mode then, didn't I?
You
nice.
Great.
Tomatoes and rabbit food. Beverage at the moment, just chilled lemonade. Bench earlier was the Revell Dodge Viper. Nice one. Stefan last. Belly pizza, which was tuna, mushrooms, onions, paprika, cayenne pepper. Beverage was passion fruit soda. Bench just finished cleaning up a rare promo only extended version of Devo's Speed Racer. There you go.
Ooh.
None of that meant anything to me, but
nope. Now my belly tonight. You've seen what my belly was, haven't you?
Yeah.
I sent you a picture. My belly tonight was classic. 3 hard-boiled eggs, a big chunk of butter, and lots of pepper, and a dash of mayonnaise goes to make egg chopped up in a cup.
Oh, egg in a cup.
With egg chopped up in a cup with buttery toasty soldiers.
Nice. I approve of your soldier usage, mate.
Oh yeah, because with all the student shopping that my brother bought, he bought a pack of eggs, and I'm like, well, Mama Wolf said she'd have some like, egg chopped up in a cup, and I thought, well, I might as well just have the other 3 eggs. So
yeah,
there you go, bang, done. So egg chopped up in a cup. It's food of kings. And if you disagree, you're clearly not normal.
If you disagree, you're clearly going to go on the naughty step.
Yeah, I'll put that over there. I'm still painting you full. You're not allowed to disagree. When it's egg chopped up in a cup, there's no disagreeing allowed.
Yeah, I still need that. I've got to do my second layer yet. Pilchard alert. Pilchard alert.
Dude, you've still got to do your second layer yet, you spoon.
And for the curious, that one there is the Goliath that I've been base painting as well. So we've made a start on that. I've been finding all the kits that I've been starting and got them all in one place now. So
the amusing coincidence is you've got Gene Stealer Purple and the Goliath is a Gene Stealer's vehicle.
Yeah, I know. Scary, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah, I know.
See what I'm doing here.
You're admitting to knowing Warhammer lore.
No, I never admitted anything.
You said, yeah, I know. That means you know what Gene Stealers are. You know all the things.
Damn it.
You know all the things. You're in the hole, Mr. Hole Man.
Damn it. I stand no chance. Oh, the eagle-eyed of you as well. I just put that there whilst that dries, that first layer. I'd done one whole side off the tank tracks. Look at the size of that for the big tank.
Oh, good God.
Super massive tracks, isn't it?
That's just shenanigans. How long did it take to build that entire rail of tracks? Do you reckon?
Couple of hours.
All combined, I mean. A couple of hours?
Yeah, a couple of hours.
Was it fun?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, I found it very cute, to be honest with you.
Good.
So, yeah, in case you're wondering how the 1/16 is coming along, we got a bit of turret. Oh, and this will be going Monday. Monday night, it'll be Festa at the Bench on E.Models' channel, folks. I'll be carrying on doing some of the build on this bad boy.
You could basically make that into a clock.
It is, isn't it? It's a thing. I don't know why, but that had a look of a Borderlands mask when I first saw it. If that had been a perfect circle.
You've just done a gaming reference as well, haven't you?
Did I?
Yeah, the fact it's a Borderlands style thing, yeah.
But you get what I mean as well, don't you? Yeah, I'm down the gaming hole, aren't I?
Yeah. Those guys that come with the Goliath, if you give them the head of a Tempestus Scion and take the Imperial markings off it, you can make them look like Steve, one of the bandits from Borderlands.
Ah. Yeah. See, he's got me on gaming references now. There's no hope for me, folks, is there?
Well, let's just remember that you're the person that gave his Xbox Series X a claptrap wrap. Claptrap wrap. That's good. Claptrap wrap. Yeah. Before he even knew what claptrap was. So you clearly got a gaming gene.
Oh yeah.
We're like, I like the look of that.
And that'll be my reward next week. I get to excuse me. I'll get to have a bit of an Xbox play next week because yeah.
Lovely.
So I've just got to edit all of me VW videos and then I can reward myself with a bit of Xbox time because...
That's the best reward though, isn't it, really?
Yeah, that's my incentive for pulling my thumb out my bum and getting my videos all voiced over because...
Bam thumb, bum thumb.
That's what we want. So I'm just slapping this paint on purely and simply to get coverage. And then I'm just brushing
it on
back to front just to get that on there. So I don't know how it's coming out on camera, but already I'm seeing the black in places just slowly coming through the purple. So
that's the idea, though, isn't it? You want it to be subtle transitions and stuff.
Subtle.
You want the black to. I know. You and subtle it's a lot to ask, but you're doing it really well. So.
Yeah.
You have your moments.
Yeah, don't tell everyone, no.
It's not all hammers and mallets with you sometimes.
No, there are times when I can do subtle.
There is footage somewhere of Festa holding a hummingbird and being all girly about it and squealy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't actually crush it to death.
No.
Too much. I watched a video today. Or rather, YouTube threw a video at me because it thinks I'm a kind of person that likes it. But there was a woman who found a hummingbird in her garage, so she had it on her hand.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it was tiny. And she sits there for 2 minutes just saying, go on, fly away. And then eventually it was kind of half asleep. It was in torpor, so it eventually kind of woke up and flew off.
Yeah.
But it was sort of tiny, and I sat there and I thought, I really wish we had hummingbirds in this country.
Oh, yeah, so they're beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. I love the idea you can get the feeders that you wear like a mask and it just like feeds from your face.
Yeah.
Wish we had hummingbirds.
Yeah, we don't, unfortunately.
No.
We have pigeons.
Pigeons.
Because they coo. There you go. So we've got a nice little bit of deep purple going on there. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Bow, 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 bow. Yeah.
Steady, Neris.
I know.
I got this little device that actually translates what pigeon says.
Oh, really?
So I went outside.
Yeah. Oh, you ledge.
Yeah, and I went outside and I pointed it at the pigeons that seem to want to live in our roof.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it was sat there and it was going, say, that's a nice shiny car. Be a shame if something happened to it. Give me all your seed. I was like, great. We've got the pigeon mafia living on our roof.
It's Finn.
And it was like, the kid's dead. No. Ooh, spit in the dentist, that. Now spit.
Yeah, Stefan Lars says, maybe you have heard of Devo's biggest hit, Whip It.
I don't know what Devo is. What's Devo? For some reason, I've got an image of a man with like a plant pot shaped head, a hat or something.
No idea, mate. Kev's Plastic Scales is in. Says, good evening, gentlemen, and all in Chatland. He says, Bench is the wooden Viking longboat. He started planking the hull. God, I'm glad I read that out, right? Glad it wasn't E-Models factoid. Belly is poached fish with mashed spuds and peas. Poached fish, oh, nectar.
Ooh.
Kev says, hi to Jeff and PJ. I shall pass the message to Jackie as she's in the land of Nod. She's got work. Yeah, hello. Yeah, love to you and love to Jackie.
Yep, and the same from me.
Absolutely. So let's get that all mixed up. And I'm binning these paints down in the pots because these are my little Harlequin colours, these ones. On their own little shelf.
Don't you?
Yeah, all on the shelf of Harlequinness. Because I've got me figures to paint as well, see, so yeah. And they're all sat there primed and ready. Look at that. Yeah.
I'm going to guess you're probably not going to paint the figures on a live stream.
I don't know. I might. I might be bold enough to have a go because this is me, innit? You know.
Yeah. I mean, it might be like 2 hours of the back of your head or the microscope.
Yeah. So.
But then I think people would make that sacrifice just for seeing you paint them. Yeah.
So. I have no idea at the moment whether I'm going to do them live. I haven't really decided, mate.
The choice is yours. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, the possibility may arise. So
that's what you say to all the girls.
I see what you did there.
Yep.
I see what you did.
You see it all. You have the all-seeing eye. I don't want to know what that was.
Shaking me paint, mate.
Oh, okay. I've not heard that name for it before.
You're so wrong in so many ways.
What are you doing, darling? I'm shaking my paint, dear. Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank God you're in love. I was shaking this paint. Yeah.
I'm still watching NCIS.
How you getting on? What season you on?
I'm on season 2. I think I've just watched episode 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah.
I'm still loving it.
Yeah, the characters' relationships are just building now.
I'm loving it now. They've got
McGee.
McGee, that's the one. I keep flipping on his, and I still can't remember Kate's surname ever.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Katie.
Yeah.
Hobbs, no, not Hobbs. I always forget her surname.
Wasn't Rose, was it, or something? I don't know, but
no, Katie.
Yeah, Caitlin something, isn't it? We did this the other week, wasn't it? And I read it out and I've forgotten already, but yeah.
Yeah. If people are wondering why I put this towel down, by the way, this T-shirt, it's because all the paint on corners and edges, this is such a... You have to move this around so much to paint it that I'm losing all the paint on corners and edges. So I need to make sure that's not happening.
Yeah, but it's good weathering, don't forget.
Yeah, but not when it's supposed to be a silver part. And I don't want the brown underneath.
Caitlin Todd, cheers, Bobbins. I knew someone in the chat would tell us because, yeah, we are useless, mate. We really are bad, Bobbins. Apologies for my ineptness, mate. Alicia's in saying hi, Colin Foxx and all in chat. Hello, Alicia. How you doing, love? James is better off because, you know, James needs to be kept in order because, yeah, you know.
Well, it's James. It can only be a better half.
Yeah.
It can't be a worse half, can there?
Alicia has become a Festa's follower. Thank you very much, Alicia, for joining the channel. Very nice. You get full access to the Zoom 24/7, just as long as your other half actually lets you sit near him on the computer. You know, I still think they need a double lovers sofa on there myself.
I don't want to see smooching in the Hangout. That's not good. Don't want to see smooching.
Yeah.
Smooching. Does anybody say smooching anymore?
You old fart.
It's because I watch Bluey.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to have a smooch. Yeah.
No, it's because I watched Bluey and there's an episode where Bluey tries to get Bandit to give Chili a smoochy kiss, as they call it. And she's like, oh, God, no, he's got morning breath. Ew. And then the dad says, you know, their mum's basically saying why does she doesn't want to give her dad a smoochy kiss first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And dad says, you know, and it said the dad's like, you know, your mum's not all that great either in the mornings, like, you know, and it's you know, the mum's like, yeah, it's true. And so he starts listing all the bad things, and she just goes quiet and starts giving him the look, and eventually he's like, I'll just shut up. Because he's like, you know, she gets morning breath, blah, and this and that, and then ends up getting the look.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, it's like, you know, point out 1 or 2 flaws. Don't do all the flaws, because you're never going to recover from that. Smooching. Check your... Oh, there you go. Check your chat. Here you go, another one.
James has been a member for 34 months. Wow.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Was I even alive 34 months ago?
Yeah, 34
was that
months.
Was that even a real time?
Yeah. Yes, there you go, folks. See, channel memberships. Don't seem that long ago that memberships become a thing, does it? But
yeah. Then again, we're old men with terrible memories, so...
Yeah, do you remember when that first started, how much button searching we did? And yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like... And it was like, great, how do we tell people how to become a member? I've no idea, because I'm not a member of any channels. And
yeah.
The thing about running any kind of channel or stuff like that, where you've got, like, paid support options, is that if you've never actually... If you open yourself up for any kind of paid supporting options, but you're not yourself a paid supporter of somebody else's channel, you don't know how to do it.
Yeah, YouTube don't give you any instruction on this. You just get, you now can use this.
So, yeah, so you said, brilliant, you can now become a channel member. How do we do that? I don't know.
I think they missed an opportunity there, because when they bought out memberships, what they should have done is changed the join button to subscribe. Because there are people out there that still think when you click subscribe, you actually are paying for a subscription.
Yeah, they think there's something you have to pay for.
Yeah, when they bought memberships out, they should have flipped that, and then you could have had subscribe, which brings you to a member, and join the YouTube channel, which lets you just see the content. So
yeah, or just label it "Give me money."
Yeah, absolutely.
Or support this channel or something.
James says 20 watching, 10 likes. Let's get them thumbs, folks. Yes, folks, thumbs ups really do help the channel. It's, you know, it boosts the video in the SEO rankings. Oh, look at me with my knowledge.
SEO, with your technical science terms.
Absolutely. And yeah, it just recommends it to other people, folks. So it really does help me out.
Now, don't forget, folks, Festa is lovely, and you know Festa's lovely. We all know Festa's lovely. He's a lovely little fella. Right. So, if you want to support Festa, then what you need to do is, first of all, like and subscribe, of course, because that's what you do on YouTube. But if you want to help keep the channel alive and make sure that he can keep doing content for you, like this nonsense and all the other stuff that he does, then you can become a patron or you can become a channel member. If you want to become a channel member, you can click the join button underneath this or any of his content on the channel. And if you'd like to support him directly each month, you can do. You can go to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop. And you can then become a patron and get access to the 24/7 hangout and all the other goods and things. You can do it either monthly or you can pay a year and a go, or whatever you want to do from £1 onwards. You're helping to support the channel. You're keeping the channel alive, and it means Colin can keep doing this and bringing you content. So please do consider sharing the love and helping him out. Become a channel member or a patron. But if you can't, if you can't afford it, or anything like that, don't worry. You can still just like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. You can show your support that way.
Absolutely.
And make sure to watch the adverts.
Yeah, because
that really helps channels out.
This is the living at the end of the day. This is what I do. The hobby's self-sustaining, and without your support, I just can't do the hobby. So
nope.
Some people will probably be cheering at that thought, but yeah.
We don't care about them because they're grumpy people. We don't like them.
But yes, folks, it really does help keep it coming. So
yep.
And there is going to be a run of exclusive stuff for Patreon coming shortly, folks. Ooh. So keep an eye out for that. I have an agenda for 2024 that I wanted to bring in 2023, but 2023 is one of them years I want to forget.
So you made a plan, you see, and that's the problem. You made a plan. We've had this conversation.
Yeah. So, yeah, I made that grave error.
He's got the dancing pole installed. He's bought 3.5 litres of lube.
Yeah, got the hot pants.
Yeah, he's registered the OnlyFans page, so stay tuned.
Yeah, got all my hot pants ready, me boob tube, everything. So
this is where I have to go and look at what OnlyFans is now.
Yeah, PJ Bin, my choreographer, gets to see all of this firsthand because I know deep down he wants to. He's now sitting there going, no, I don't.
Is that technically a reward or a punishment? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, a bit of punishment. PJ would see that as a punishment, bless him.
But he likes the punishment.
Yeah. How much beer do we think has been spat out on PJ's bench?
I don't know. All of it?
All of it, mate.
Right, that's that bit done.
Just get a bit of brush cleaner on there. And this is looking very, very purple, but it will dull down.
There's always stuff you can put on top. I like the way on the box art that it starts off like black at the back and then gradually goes through the blues and purples to then like reds at the very front. It's like a more red tone, isn't it? It's really nice.
Yeah.
The way it shifts.
Kev says I shall roast him on the stream for you. Yeah. Hey, Kev, you do realise you might get done for adult content if you're roasting James on a live stream, mate. Just saying.
Steady now.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get that image out of my head.
I'm far too innocent, so I have no image in my head at all.
Far too innocent. Yeah, of course you are.
I'm a very innocent person.
Right, let's get a bit of that in there. Scale Modelling is insane. Good day, gentlemen. Hello, Woz. How you doing, mate? Big thumbs
G'day,
up.
bro.
Are you in your rig driving cross country? Because Oz is a proper Australian trucker, folks.
Yeah, he's a proper road train. Blow your horn. Have you got all the lights down the side and stuff? That'd be great.
Oh, yeah. Has he got the big rhubards on the front and all? Oh,
yeah. It's like, how many actual trailers have you got on that one tractor unit? Is it like 30 trailers? Is it a proper road train?
Yeah,
got like 30 trailers on the back.
Tell us. Say you've got all of the trailers.
Yeah. If you lie and make it even more impressive than it is, we won't tell you off.
Absolutely, mate. I want it to
remember,
be
we're British. To us, a lorry is, to us, a van is impressive. So, if you've got one of these proper road trains, we'll just be like, wow.
Oh, yeah, you'll be in awe of all of the XP, mate.
Oh. Day off today, guys.
Oh. Go a bit of that in there.
So he can't bang his horn.
No,
that's not the word I was looking for, is it? No, that's not the word I was looking for. I don't know what the verb is when a truck driver sounds their horn. It's not bang. That's a whole different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, don't bang your horns on live television. It's unseemly. What's the biggest thing you've ever driven, Cole?
Biggest thing I've ever driven was a double-deck 40-foot Arctic, mate.
Ooh.
Back in the day.
Was it terrifying?
No, loved every minute of it, mate.
Yeah. I've never driven anything bigger than my Series 3 Land Rover.
Yeah, so, yeah. Used to pull out of Trafford Park back in the day.
Trafford Park, that's going back. I know Trafford Park very well. When it was White City.
Yeah. So many years ago, and once my diagnosis kicked in, obviously I could no longer drive HGVs, mate.
Do you realise it's very unlikely, but not impossible, that at some point I may have been driving into Manchester, or back from Manchester, and actually seen you drive past either in on the same road if you were going to and from Trafford Park. Yeah,
that was my one-hit wonder. Just go up, pull from Trafford Park, night out, come back, job done.
I may have actually seen you before I even knew you.
Yeah. So,
Such a small world.
many, many moons ago. But
Yes, when he was young and with hair. And
yeah, I was a wee whippersnapper of a lad back then. But
he used to have hair once, but they split up.
I may have still had the mullet back then, mate.
Oh, dear Lord.
One of those check driver's shirts that we all wear
So
in
I'm
the
going to
UK.
say you were a trucker with a mullet and a check shirt, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Tells me everything I need to know.
yeah, it was, yeah.
There's an alternative dimension where you're actually German.
Yeah, my real name's Klaus.
Yeah, but it's actually still 2000. It's like 2017 though. It's not like 1994. I'm pretty sure that looks still fashionable in Australia as well. Actually,
No, I think the mullet is a thing out there still, isn't it?
yeah, go on all the bogan areas. I used to love the fact when I was a kid, like you'd watch Neighbours, and like one of the ongoing jokes about Neighbours was that the fashion was always like 10 years out of date.
Yeah.
And this is in the 80s. Really?
Yeah, but no one can rock a moustache and a mullet like an Aussie.
No, that's true.
They really do know how to do the moustache and mullet look. I give them that.
True. It's like if you saw someone in this country with a mullet and a moustache like that, you just laugh. But if you saw somebody in Australia with that mullet and moustache, probably wearing a blue vest, I believe is the bogan thing nowadays, you'd probably be a little bit nervous.
Without sleeves.
Yeah, no sleeves, just like the blue vest.
Yeah, can't have sleeves.
I don't know what's what in this engine here, in this engine bay. But there's 4 little sticky up nipple things on this bit here.
Yeah.
No other way to describe it. Which I'm going to guess is some kind of spark plug. So I'm going to paint that whole thing red.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like you get the old engines and you get like the red, like a rocker cover might sometimes be this like matte, greasy red colour.
Yeah.
I've just decided I'm going to paint that bit red. Because
Oh, nice one.
why not? Not right now. I'll paint it in a bit. Have I got any of the metallic bits to paint yet? I've got to do his sword, but I'll do that when I paint him. I don't think I've got any other metallic bits to paint.
Ev says, yeah, and his bar of Yorkie. Yeah, got to have a Yorkie bar.
Mm-hmm.
Convoy playing on the radio.
Oh, God, Convoy's in my head now. Actually, about 2 years ago, I remembered the song Convoy, and I looked it up, and it was like, I hadn't heard it since I was like 6.
Yeah.
And it's one of those songs that it's impossible to believe that somebody actually ever wrote it, because it surely just, like Bohemian Rhapsody, surely it just existed.
Yeah, I reckon it was been there all along.
I can't sing it, obviously, but now it's in my head. Come on and join our convoy. Something.
It's your rubber duck.
I learned all the words to it. I've forgotten now, though.
Did you do the convoy shimmy dance? You did, didn't you?
Well, not when I'm sat down. Not completely, anyway, when I'm sat down. It was wiggling, but not in a shimmy way. Bear in the air. When I was a kid, the phrase bear in the air was the best thing ever.
Oh, yeah, for the old jellybopter. Yeah.
Yeah, the bear in the air. That was the best thing ever, that. Why have I not completely finished painting that gun? That's ridiculous. I've half painted it. You absolute part-timer. How very rude. Don't forget, folks, feel free to ask us things in chat, because we're getting quite carried away doing our painting and stuff here.
We are, yeah.
We may just go very quiet and say nothing, so please give us stuff to talk about if we do, because we're both sticking our tongues out and doing hard work painting, so...
Yeah, just in case we go too quiet, folks.
Yeah, because we don't want to leave you a dead air, but when we get in this kind of groove, it's a possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, so apologies if we do go quiet.
Yeah, we're doing crafty thinking, as in thinking about craftiness.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Not weasel craftiness, I mean craftiness. Because there's crafty thinking which is weaseling, and that's not what we're doing.
Higgledy-piggledy things.
Oh, higgledy-piggledy.
Yeah.
Now you are, don't forget, a new member of the official Order of the Weasels. So,
I know. I'm proud of that.
I've forgotten why, but you're in anyway.
I'm in, yeah.
Yeah. You've been sworn in by the Grand Weasel.
Yeah. I wear that badge with pride.
Yeah.
That's just...
First rule of Weasel Club is don't talk about Weasel Club.
Yeah, you don't talk about Weasel Club.
The second rule of Weasel Club is ignore the fact that suddenly 50 quid missing out your pocket. Not relevant.
Yeah.
That's probably from somewhere else, not from anyone in Weasel Club.
Edward Leonard is in saying hello. Ooh. Hello, Edward. Squishy alert. How you doing, mate? Saying hi to Kev. Hi to Ed.
Hello, Edward. Didn't open my Sagan quotes, did I, for later, just in case?
Yeah, I've not seen him in yet. I've been keeping an eye out.
Murphy's Law says he won't come in if I get the quote ready.
Yeah. Yeah, we look forward to seeing our very own Carl Sagan. Let's try and get a bit of that in there. Happy with that. And then we can come back. Just missed over with a bit of. There you go. So you can see. Oh, look at you. I thought for a minute that was the intro of Bod.
I can do that. I know it.
Yeah.
I can't, though. I won't whistle it for copyright reasons, but
yeah,
it's in my head now, you absolute monster.
Staple television of our era, Bod.
That's in my head now. You're just a monster.
I know.
I'm never going to speak to you again.
Yeah. Just want to blend that edge now with
I
a
said,
bit of the darker
I'm never
stuff.
going to speak to you again.
I know you did. I was just ignoring you.
Yeah.
Because I can.
Well, no, I'm even more never going to speak to you again. Not ever.
Never
get a word.
It's my bat and ball.
You never get another word from me ever.
La 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 la. I can't hear you.
Good, because I'm not saying any words to you anyway.
Damn, we're so mature, aren't we?
Like a fine cheese, or at least we smell about the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was another part of my eventful week. Monday, the boiler packed up.
Oh, God.
So it was like, yeah, let's call the engineer, let them know, because we do the home care thing, you know?
Yeah, we've got that. Yep.
So, yeah, we'll come out and we'll fix that. So it was like, yeah, see you tomorrow morning, the usual between 8 and 1. And he rocked up exactly at 8:05. So impressed.
That service is so good.
And between the phone call and him coming, the tank sprung a leak as well. So it was like, oh, really? Yeah. So, yeah, he ambled out and he went, oh, we got a bit of a flood there, mate. I went, you don't even want to know, mate. He said, so don't worry. He said, I'll sort that out. And it was the immersion heater mount, you know, the seal where it seals against the copper tank had gone. So,
yeah.
About 2 hours passed and he was like, oh, done. So my ears stopped getting bashed at that moment because she didn't have any hot water. So he got all the thank yous and you're a superstar.
Yeah. Why was she bashing your ears? You can't fix it.
And then spent 20 minutes talking to me about models because he's a modeller.
Oh, jolly good. There you go.
As you know, because he's been before. And yeah.
It's that one, yeah. The same one. Cool.
So my missus was like, oh, God, so I better put the kettle on. He's going to be here a while now, isn't he?
She knows it all too well.
Yeah. What you're building. So that was it then. I went through the E-Models builds and pretty much everything that I'm building. And he was, yeah. Bless him. So he left with several shop cards and stickers and...
Good lad. Always be pimping. You know the rules. Always be pimping.
I said you can take a handful of them, give them out to your mates if you want at work. Oh, mate, I'll tell you, you would have been so proud of me.
Go on.
Oh, no, I gave him a handful of them to dish out to the other gas fitters at work. Yeah, so,
nice.
Yeah, so just keep a stack in your van. Let me know when you've run out.
I knew there was hope for you, young padded one. I knew there was.
Well, H was like, damn, you didn't miss that opportunity. I went, yeah. I said, don't forget.
Taught you well.
Yeah, I stream with the well-spoken man, love. Yeah.
Well-spoken man, I love that so much.
Yeah.
Now, just so you know, it's time for your favourite paint.
Oh, yeah, Retribution Armour.
Yeah.
Do like a bit of that.
Yeah, best paint in the universe. Apart from the ones that you can eat.
I discovered a thing this week about Retribution
I'd see a doctor
Armour.
about that. Oh, yeah.
It really, really does pop if you put it over a base of Mornfang Brown.
Ooh. Well, I could imagine, because it would give it a nice warm dark tone, wouldn't it?
Gives it a warm dark tone. Yeah, see, I learnt a thing. Yeah.
Because I've heard of putting copper paints onto browns before, and I've heard of basing golds with yellows, but not with brown. Ooh.
Yeah. Bit of Mornfang Brown, and I was suitably impressed.
Yeah. Imagine it over Imagine it over an orange. I wonder what that would look like.
Quite vibrant.
Interesting, yeah.
There you go, folks. Speed Ranger Studios giving the old ha 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 ha. Space Ranger says, is the tank going to fire projectiles? There you go. Good question for Fox.
No, it is a static model. Simply a static. I don't do elastic trickery, but it's just a static model. You could adapt it to do that.
Absolutely. But yeah, Bane blades are going back to E-models, so they'll be on display at their shop. So yeah.
Yeah. I have seen people remote control these up, but you have to build a whole wheel and axle track system because there's no working tracks or wheels in this. So. Yes, but I know you could do that.
Yeah, it would look pretty good, wouldn't it?
I have seen someone make a remote control Bane blade from scratch, and I think it was about... Well, I don't know what scale it was, but this guy could basically sit on it and it would drive around.
Oh, wow.
It was all metal. He made it completely from scratch. And it was petrol engined. And he was basically sat on it and driving around. It must have... I mean, it's probably about 1/16 scale, but given how big this tank is actually supposed to be, it makes it massive. So... Oh, crud. Now, I know what people are screaming at me.
Oh, what's that?
Well, they won't because they can't see it, but they'll be screaming, Fox, why are you using metallic paints on your wet palette?
Yeah.
And it's because I'm only doing metallic paints for the most part tonight, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And once I've finished here, I'll throw that palette paper, and it's only tissue under my... Because normally you don't do them on your wet palette because the metallic flakes get into all the other colours and ruin your non-metallic colours. But I'm only using that bit of... It's only tissue paper under the palette paper, so it doesn't really matter. And it saved me wasting a lot of expensive Retributor armour. Because it doesn't have to dry out quick.
Retributor armour here, folks, free for £1.
Retributor armour.
Go.
Such a lovely colour. It's a lovely little colour.
It's a very practical colour because if you mix it with other colours, it does give you some quite nice effects.
Oh, yeah, if you mix in a silver with it, like one of the silvers, you can get some nice pale golds. And then you put a nice dark wash over it. Now, you might be wondering why I'm doing the shiny gold bits now when I've got things like weathering and matte varnishes to go on top. And that is purely because... the gold that goes on now will then be covered by a wash anyway, which will matte it down, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because So I'll do this gold layer now, then it'll get washed and weathered. But, you know, gold doesn't tarnish, so it'll still be clean. But then at the end of it, I'll go back and add the shiny. But once the matte varnish is on, I can add the shiny metallics. So that's why I'm doing the silvers and the golds now, even though there's matte varnishes to come in the future. Because they're going to get done. This is just basing the colours, basically. So when you add the washes, they'll matte them down anyway. So you can do all this bit now.
Absolutely.
Yep. Oh, crud sticks.
Jeff is in. Our very own Carl Sagan has popped in. He says, "Hi, Festa 67's workshop, Fox, Edward, SS, SRRS, Stefan Oz, and all else in chat." Notice how I strung that out to let someone get a quote ready.
We are set irrevocably, I believe, on a path that will take us to the stars, unless, in some monstrous capitulation to stupidity and greed, we destroy ourselves first.
Absolutely. Welcome, Jeff.
Yeah, welcome. I had it ready. I knew you'd come in. I had it ready.
I'm
just
impressed, mate. I'm really impressed. Bless him.
I never doubted for a minute that he would come in tonight. I said that, didn't I, earlier?
You did. I will give you that. You did say that, and I'm mightily,
I did say it's absolutely guaranteed that Jeff will come in tonight. Yeah.
He did say that, honest. Well, I think he did. I think he did.
You weren't listening, were you?
No, I wasn't paying attention, was I?
No. Good, I can get away with anything in that case.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I've really gone and, yeah. Right, what have we got here?
Well, the good thing about Retributor armour is when you're painting a raised surface, it's very well behaved. It tends to conform to edges really nicely. So if you're trying to paint around the sort of the edge of a raised thing, it just kind of goes where you want it to go. And if it goes a little bit messy, it's fine because you've got to put a dark wash on it later anyway to hide all your sins. But if you've got to paint round an edge, it just goes there. It's got the most divine surface tension. Just looks fantabulous.
You're fantabulous.
Well, thank you very much. So are you.
I had to say that because, you know, otherwise, you know, he's going to like, "Oh, you never said I was fabulous tonight and I'm not feeling the love." And, oh, mate. He wouldn't say that.
I don't do that.
That's the one I want. It's the one that I want. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, we want that one.
Yeah, we've reached that low.
Oh, no. What are we like? Oh, I went all Dot Cotton then. I went, oh, no, Nick.
No.
Oh,
We're
no.
so predictable. Dude.
Right. So.
Confused? You will be. You will be.
Let's leave that out there.
Leave it out.
What have we got there? Everyone said hello to Jeff. Edward Leonard's bench and belly was homemade pepperoni bread with Mariana sauce with blackberry cobbler with vanilla ice cream on top. Bench 35th Ryefield model German staff car type 82E with full interior. Thanks to Kev. There you go.
With full interior, do.
Absolutely. Jeff says to you, monstrous capitulation to stupidity. A magnificent quote, Fox.
It is. I'm running out of quotes on that thing of quotes there because a lot of those quotes are based around either religion or a particular chemical substance that I don't want to name.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the one.
Because he wrote a lot of books about that specific inhaled substance. And there's a lot and I have to avoid all them for obvious reasons. So it's like, I have to search. I might repeat the same quotes every now and then. A lot of quotes about that stuff.
I'm sure none of us will remind you that you've already said that, you know, because
it's a Sagan quote. It's worth hearing twice or 6 times.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that to you. So let's let that dry a little bit first. So
let it dry.
Whilst that's drying, luckily for me, I have 2 builds on the go. So I can get a bit of Avalanche Sunset out and do a bit on the Goliath. as well, folks. That's your real yellow. Look.
Do you know, if I somehow ever become like a dictator or something,
Yeah.
or ruler of a country in some way, somehow,
Right.
I'm going to decree that all the armed vehicles really must have lots of gold things on them, like eagles and aquillas and stuff, because there's something about painting the gold sparkly bits on Warhammer vehicles that makes no actual real world sense, but is just brilliant.
They do like a bit of gold. You've got to have a bit of gold, mate. That's what I say.
So I would decree that all the military vehicles must have embossed gold details on them. We'll have to come up with awesome logos for our country, for our, like, whatever, and then say, right, and these are going to be the things on our vehicles, and done.
Absolutely. So
have you a bit of that?
Look at you with your Festa quotes.
I know. Have you a bit of it?
I'm just applying this with my God-hand dry brush because they really are beautiful. Have you used their dry brushes yet, dude?
Not yet.
Oh, mate. Absolutely nuts.
But in a minute, I'll show you something I picked up off Amazon.
Oh.
Which I've not used yet, but I'm going to...
You made a purchase without telling me?
Yeah.
Well, you just did, didn't you?
I just told you. I was pootling about and I saw this and I'm like, well, that's completely not anything I would be interested in apart from as a model maker.
Yeah.
Because, when it gives you a random suggestion for something, you're looking up like, I don't know, 2 HDMI adapters and it suddenly said, here's a selection of vibrators and you're like, what? Or something like random and you're like, that's not anything. It keeps doing that. I keep getting the weirdest suggestions.
I keep getting really random Amazon suggestions at the moment and I'm like, yeah, why?
I suddenly got recommended lots of like diving flippers. I'm like,
yeah.
Why have
I've had a lot of hair tonics and products and I'm like, I got bald head.
Yeah. I keep getting lots of like women's like clothing and hair product. I'm like hair clips. I'm like, why am I getting like? You know what gender I am. You know the kind of stuff I buy. How are you doing it quite so wrong?
Unless your mum's gone on your profile, of course. And
no, she doesn't do Amazon anymore. And even then, that would just be awful garden ornaments. Check your chat, dude.
Jeff has put in a $5 super chat. He says both models are looking good. Thank you very kindly, Jeff, for your kindness.
You're very kind, sir. You're a gentleman, sir.
Thank you very, very much indeed, mate.
You're a gentleman, Jeff, and it's not true what they say about you.
So, yeah. No, it's nice. Nice that people take the time to reward.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Just want to dry brush that base on there. No, I really do like these little dry brushes. So
I looked at them and I thought they look fantastic, but I'm going to be scared to use them because they're so nice. And dry brushing is a destructive thing to brushes.
Yeah.
It's like I don't feel nervous using the nice pointy brushes, but the dry brushes, knowing what happens to brushes that get used for dry brushing, is never a good end for them.
Yeah, these are their specific dry brushes, aren't they? Yeah. So they really are microscopic, especially for what we did with the Lehman Russ. It would this would have been absolutely perfect for that. Because, had I have had these at the time, I probably wouldn't have destroyed my GW brush like I did. But
GW brushes. At the moment, the majority of my dry brushing is done with GW base brushes.
Yeah,
they last about one painting session when they lose the tip, and you're like, okay, I'll use it for dry brushing now.
Yeah, but they do come in handy for the weathering pot. So,
yeah, I got myself one of these. Hang on, look at that. It's double ender.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's so soft. It's like,
yeah.
It's a thing for ladies. It's a sculpted some makeup crap. It's basically a makeup brush of some sort, but I thought that's just like going to be a brilliant little dry brush for doing like floofy blending and stuff.
Yeah, I raided H's.
It was about £7 or something.
H's stash and got a set of these bad boys, you know.
Look at the powder coming off it.
I know, it's been used for pigment powder, but they're brilliant. They really are. And I've got about 8 different sizes, and it was like, yeah. She ambled in here the other week and said, yeah, I've been looking for them, you thieving so-and-so. Yeah.
I just like the way that I find these mesmerising because it's so soft.
Yeah.
But it looks so solid when you do that with it.
Yeah.
And yet it's not, it's just hair.
Yeah, that's brilliant,
but
isn't
it's
it?
so soft. I just want to sit there and just like I want to have like a bunch of people just sit there and massage me with those brushes for relaxation purposes. That's gone a bit weird there.
Yeah, that's getting a bit...
let's move on from that.
Yeah, late night Fox on his own time, isn't it?
Steady now. In a kind of ASMR way. I don't mean in a rude way.
Yeah, I would quit whilst you're behind there, dude, to be honest.
Yeah, probably. I don't want to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, do I?
No. There you go. Get a bit of that in there. Have you some of him?
Have you? I bet.
But yeah, I shall be PC modding me case at some point as well. So I've got that to do. So
cool.
Yeah. It's one of those. It's a black PC case. And I just think it's a bit boring. So I'm going to abuse it. And
see, black is 2000, whereas beige is 1980s and 90s.
Yeah.
Black is late 90s, early 2000s.
Exactly. You used to have Packard Bell cream, didn't you?
Yeah. I was going to say black is just Dell.
Yeah.
Black is Dell, isn't it?
IBM was beige and grey, wasn't it? So, yeah. But no, that's, good God, that's not a Dell PC. That case is just a generic gaming case that was bought.
No, back in the day, back in the day when you didn't have you'd just buy them off the PC World shelf in the old days. Black was always your Dell.
Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't get them from PC World, of course, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, it's just, now that it's down there, obviously, if I look to my left, I see it, and I'm just like, yeah, that's boring. I need to modify it. So I'm going to...
Modify.
I'm going to do it in Borderlands style.
Ooh.
I know.
I really hope, now you've got an Xbox that looks like Claptrap and you've got all this Borderlands style pack, I really hope when it actually gets around to you playing Borderlands you actually like the game, because that'd be cool.
You've said that to me many times, and having done a little preload of it so that I could see how accurate Claptrap was.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a game that I'm going to get into, because from what I've seen so far, it's like, oh, I like the look of this.
It's silliness.
And I'm going to get brownie points here off of you, because the one I loaded was Borderlands 3. Yeah, but forget what going into the because it's a bit claggy. But someone may have said to me, I would recommend you start with 3 before you start with 4, just to get used to the real world stuff. So, yeah,
I'm saying that. Not. Hey, but no, I would have said. See, to me, Borderlands, the original Borderlands, is the best one. Borderlands 2 is almost as good, and Borderlands 3, I never even finished that one.
Yeah.
I may have been referring to something else, perhaps.
I don't know.
Yeah, Borderlands 3, it's all right. It's just, it wasn't... Borderlands, the first one, was the fun one because it was just insane. Borderlands 2 was a bit...
Yeah.
It was all right, but Borderlands 3, to me, it just kind of got boring after a while.
Yeah. So...
But yeah, all the Borderlands are good.
Yeah, that was the night I was sat in the hangout with you doing the tracks.
Don't know what I said that for.
Don't know. Unless there's another game that you mentioned that's got like 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can't think.
I don't know.
But, yeah. Oh, well, killed that conversation, didn't it? Moving on.
I'm still impressed that you loaded up a Borderlands game, though. Don't get that wrong. Don't go wrong on that thing. You may feel differently.
Absolutely. PJ says, I see your glittery gold encrusted tanks, and I raise your easy targets to the ground with my big blowy up bombsies. Kaboom, kaboom. No more glittery gold encrusted tank. There you go.
Nah. The Emperor protects. You see, that's the difference.
I see what you did.
This ain't real world, son. This is the Astra Militarum. The Emperor protects.
So let's slap that over there.
Plus, it really doesn't matter on a Baneblade, because don't forget, a Baneblade is actually the size of an office building. So a little bit of a gold bling on the side doesn't make it any more visible than it would be by just being the size of an office building anyway. So I don't think they're really pushing out the stealth options away by putting gold bling on them. Dee, I so like Retributor armor. It's such a good paint.
Oh yeah,
It always looks. The thing is though, it always looks beautiful, and whenever you use it, it always looks like it's exactly how you want it to look when you first put it on.
Yeah.
And then once you've done all your washes and everything else, you always think, oh, it always looked best when it was fresh and unsullied. Then you bring it back later, but it always looks best when it's just one coat and nothing else before you do all the other stuff to it.
Yeah, nothing else in the chat. Just thought I'd check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're both tongues out again, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, I just realised, of course, PJ's talking about my imaginary dictatorship army, not their Baneblade. So yes, in that case, yes, but I'll just control the media in my country, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, a Fox dictatorship even. Nearly said that wrong. It's quite a scary prospect, isn't it?
If I was I'd be a benevolent dictator, because the idea of a dictator in and of itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just in the modern world, over the last sort of 100 years or so, the actual sort of idea of a dictator has become synonymous with evil and bad things. Yeah. Whereas in reality, it just means a country that's run by one person, you know, unelected. But that person doesn't necessarily mean the person's going to be evil or bad. They could be a good person. I would be a benevolent dictator. I'd do everything I could to make lives of my people better.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they're few and far between, mate.
Yeah.
Normally, we get the very old man having a measuring contest dictators, don't we?
Yeah, you don't actually get good dictators. But,
I've got more bombs than you, and really?
Yeah. Yeah, there haven't actually been any good dictators, but they're not. It's not an impossible thing to exist. It's just there haven't been any. I would be the first.
You would be the king of the dictators, wouldn't you? Dry.
Consider pot noodles compulsory for all citizens.
Oh, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
Mm-hmm. Crumpets will be a national dish. Crumpets and Eccles cakes.
I want crumpets now, you're right.
Buttery crumpets with and Eccles cakes will be the national dishes.
So let's let that go off. Kev's Plastic Scales is saying the night peeps. See you later. See you later, Kev.
See you, Kev. The national anthem would be something from the 1970s by Keith Mansfield, but I don't know what yet.
Theme tune to the Archers.
That's not Keith Mansfield.
No, I'm saying it should be the theme tune to Archers. Before you jump in and nitpick what I've said, let me finish, sir.
I thought you were responding to what I said, as in...
yeah, I think the national anthem should be the theme tune to the Archers. Anyway,
did it? I can't.
You killed that one, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, God's sake. On that note, I've got to stand up.
Standing up, sir.
Talk amongst yourself, Fox.
something with snappy trumpets.
Yeah.
I like Keith Mansfield, I think. What are you eating? Tell me with all the flavours.
Let me open it, Fox, for fuck's sake.
I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
Oh, you're in hyperactive mode tonight, aren't you?
I'm just really hungry.
Me biscuits, Fox, that I always have on a string.
Lovely.
I've just about scratched me Harris, mate, in case you need to know that as well.
I don't want to know about that. But when it comes to food, I need to have all the information. I shall have a look at chat in a second. Where are we? That's it. I'm hanging up my paintbrushes, says Edward Leonard.
Why's that, dude?
I don't know. Jeff says, how awesome would a Warhammer 40k game table look with models from Festa, Foxx and PJ on it?
Yeah.
It will look awesome.
Don't you dare hang up them paintbrushes, mister.
No.
Not going to let you.
Jeff Light asks, Colin, is that brush cleaning soap / paste in your Amazon page?
It will be, Jeff.
Yeah, it will be now. Yep. Yeah, why are you hanging up your paintbrushes, Edward?
Yeah, do what you did last week, Jeff. DM me to remind me, mate, and I'll add it to my thing after the show, mate.
All things can be added.
Because you do realise I will forget otherwise, so...
Yeah, we're men of a certain age. He'll easily forget whatever it was he just said he was going to do. And Jeff says, okay, oh yeah, and your Mega Squig too, Edward. Been a while since I've seen it. Apologies for the slight. Oh, that's why he's hanging up the paintbrushes. Because Jeff said models from Festa, Foxx and PJ, and he forgot Edward's big Mega Squig.
Oh yeah, you can't forget Edward.
No, big Squig. You're still terrified of the wedge, aren't you?
I am. I was just about to say that, Squig Widge. It's funny, the squiggle is literally just to my left. And I had the box open the other night because I was trying to remember whether I'd actually printed the how.to parts, and I haven't. So that's my job for the next couple of weeks, is to print all the how.to parts, because then I shall produce it on a Friday frolic for you, Edward, and I'll sit and do some assembling of the big squig off, mate.
Assembling, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't really do clean-up for resin on a live stream, but you can build it.
I can build it, so I want to get all my how.to printed and all of that lot ready so that I can then impress Edward with hopefully what I'm doing to the squig off. So,
see, people mock Games Workshop and Warhammer as being for children. But think about it. How many people actually knew about the word how.to before we got our squig-offs?
Yeah.
I didn't. I'd never heard of it. I didn't know what how.to was.
How many of us have been traumatised by squig widges? No.
Yes. Yes.
Honestly, I'm petrified of that. It's like, yeah.
Squig widge, or squidge, as we like to call it.
Yeah, it's one of them when it comes to putting the pin wash in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it's worth... Oh, there's something you haven't... It's not the wash, mate. You've forgotten. There's the highlight stage.
Yeah, it's the dry brushing and... Yeah.
If you do little edge highlights and stuff, that's where it gets a bit uncomfortable.
It's... You know your life as a YouTuber is coming to an end when you sit there and you're dry brushing a squig's gentleman sausage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, we've got that excitement to come yet, folks. And, yeah.
Excitement, I like that. That's when are you going to get the microscope out for that one?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not even going to put my Optivisor on. I'm just going to blindly look at it out the corner of my left eye, get my largest filbert brush and go...
It's like, Colin, why is all the detail painting on this squig gargantuan, whatever it is, so detailed and accurate, apart from this one bit here where it's all over the place?
Well, see, I thought, this is my fear of the squig widge coming out. I actually thought of putting an armoured cup underneath as protection for it, in case it got shot at, and thought, I won't have to paint it then. I'll just be painting an armour plate. And then I thought...
I don't think the public would let you get away with that.
Bobbin says, are there female squigs? Well, there is the surgery option, mate.
Yes.
What surprised me, though, and this is how bad my mind got infested with the squig widge. It's got no nuts. And I was thinking, oh, God, have I got to get some green stuff and make a set of nads for it?
Do you want me to offer you some relief, if you pardon the expression?
Yeah.
You don't need to make any nads for it, because squigs aren't male or female; they are fungus.
Right.
There is no male or female.
You just did a law quote, didn't you? Yeah.
I did. So the widge is purely functional. It's not a reproductive thing. So you don't need the gentleman's hanging decorations.
Ah, so you can have the brooch, but you don't need the drop earrings. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because you've got to empty your bladder, but you don't need to do anything else with it.
Right, I'm happier now.
It's not a pleasure. It's not a pleasure centre. It's purely functional. That squig widge, because they're fungal, so they don't.
Edward says it's got inside nuts.
It's got secret inside nuts.
I've got the question for you, Edward. How much detail painting did you do on your squig widge? Did you do individual scales with edge highlighting, or like me, did you go, oh my God? Yeah.
No, the question Festa's desperately wanting to ask but can't bring himself to say the words is, did you edge highlight the veins?
Did you have the Jaws? Yeah, did you have the Jaws music going in your head when you was like, da, 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 da.
Now, I have to admit, I have saved up for a long time, and I've taken a plunge on a Norzilla from Cromlech.
Oh, you've got one.
I've ordered one. That's not arrived yet.
I bet you didn't use my link, did you?
I did, actually.
Did you really? Because I've not had an email.
Oh, no, I did. Use your linkage.
Yeah.
And I shall check and see when that arrives, if that has its own squidge.
Yeah, I'll let you check that. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I'll make sure I send you lots of photographs. If it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel it's my duty to keep you updated on the nature of things.
Our mindset is if one of us is suffering with a build, we actually impact the other with all the photographs just to mock them and tease them. Because if I'm in pain, he needs to suffer. And likewise, he does the same to me. Anyone hacked our messenger, they would think we're a pair of nutters, mate.
Anyone hacked our messenger, they'd unhack it very quickly and be like, no, I was never there. Wrong room, sorry.
Could you imagine if they hacked our Xbox one?
Oh, God. If anyone had hacked our Xbox one, we'd kind of be in trouble, I think.
Yeah, I think we'd get banned by Microsoft, don't you?
Yeah. It wouldn't be good.
Would be funny, though.
I reckon there's someone at Microsoft, they've got like a keyword filter for messages, and there's someone there going, oh, wait, oh, no, it's all right, it's only Festa and Foxx. Yeah, leave it, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you've just violated our community message guidelines, yeah. That's just us two saying good morning. Yeah. They send me an email saying you violated our toss. I'd be like, ha, you said toss. Yeah.
And they'd be like, really? Really?
Yeah, we are 5.5. They sent me one the other week, and it was something with end, and I went, you said end, and that was it. We had about an hour of innuendos getting messaged, didn't we? Yeah. And it was like, yeah.
I've not decided which one of us yet is meant to do the Beavis and Butthead laugh, but we've not quite figured that out yet.
Yeah. My missus, she goes, how old are you two? 5.5.
Old enough, love. You just say old enough?
Yeah.
Because I just said old enough as well. Oh, God.
We're finishing each other's sentences, mate.
Yeah, I know.
She's got this inane fear that we're publicly going to meet when she's around, and, yeah.
It's going to be a bad day on the moon.
Yeah, she's like, yeah.
Can I just say, by the way, that because it's an E-Models build, I'm actually making the effort to paint all the gold filigree on this bit on the back, on the temple, the shrine. Whereas the last time I did one of these, I couldn't be bothered with it, so I just painted the whole thing gold.
Yeah.
This time I'm actually making the effort. And somehow, I don't know how, but somehow, Games Workshop layer brushes are actually working.
Oh, right, yeah.
They're not putting paint everywhere. They're actually behaving and putting paint where it needs to go. I know. Something's gone wrong somewhere. Because for me to get this good look means that somebody somewhere's suffering horribly. I can safely report, by the way, at 1:30 that Mama Wolf is still watching American shouty videos on Facebook.
Bless her.
So she's not likely to go to bed at particular anywhere.
Yeah, you had that fear, didn't you, that she was going to do it just before we wanted to go live.
She usually does. But it also means that I haven't made her a brew in an hour and a half, which is a bit bad. But
out of interest, when Jeff, if you're still in the chat, when you asked about the brush cleaner, did you mean the master's brush cleaner, or did you mean the one over in the corner there, my brush pot? I'm curious as to what you actually meant. Because if it's this pot that I'm currently dipping my brush in, they're on AliExpress, mate. I'll fire you over a link. Because you can't get them on Amazon. You can get them from Green Stuff World as well, but they're uber expensive.
Yeah, that comes from Spain or somewhere, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, let us know which one you meant, mate, because, yeah.
Yeah, do you mean the chemical or the machine?
Yeah. My rather messy machine that will get thoroughly cleaned once I've done the sesh this evening, so...
Why am I not surprised that you've got a rather messy machine? It is the way. It's the Festa way.
Yeah, pretty much. It's been used, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's been used for all kinds of cleaning of the brushiness, but...
All kinds of shenaniganery.
But yeah, that's the large version, that is. You've got a version of it as well, haven't you? And
yeah, I can't get to it though at the minute, but
yeah,
it's
I've got the one with the brush inserts and all of that lot, but it's got a taller bottle on it and all. So
yeah, well, it's just the one with the littler bottle. And you know what? I got it and I barely use it.
Yeah.
I got it purely because...
Yeah.
Go.
I had one that I 3D printed, but I kept knocking it over because it was so tiny, whereas that one, yeah, I can't miss it, can I? So
yeah, I mean, the logic of me getting my, although it was pricey, was that on a live stream, it's a pain to have to get up and change my water pot. Like, that's all metallic flakes in there now, so I'm going to have to change that water before I paint non-metallics. And, you know, if I'm painting on a live stream and it gets really painty, I need to go and physically go on. But with them thing, I can just keep using it and not have to keep getting up to change the water. And then I've pretty much never used it because it's too big and gets in the way.
Jeff says the master stuff. No worries, Jeff. I'll add that as soon as the stream ends, mate. I'll go online and add that to my website.
It's good stuff, that master's brush cleaner.
Yeah, I've got to get some more myself anyway because that pot's pretty much sponged. So
You just say sponged?
Yeah.
Good girl. I've taught you well.
I know.
I made up a word and I've not found out where to use it yet. I'm not decided.
Oh, right.
Like, I made up the word spemulon, and I don't know why. It just came into my head one day. And I looked it up, and it doesn't have any meaning anywhere. So it's like, so I did literally invent it, but I don't know what to use it for.
I can think of a conversation that is our in joke where that would come in, Andy.
Put it on the shared drive. I'll read it later.
I like peas. I said that whilst eating that biscuit and the nut shot straight up.
I don't want to know where your nut went, thank you. Yeah, try not to do that when I'm painting tiny detail, you git.
Yeah, that's a bit like Uranus, wouldn't it? Yeah, on the e-models. Yeah.
Don't get Uranus out on the public stream again, honestly.
Jeff Light says, cool, thanks, Cole. Not a problem, Jeff, mate. My pleasure, mate. Like I say, I would do it on air, but I don't want to have too much open whilst I'm streaming, just in case.
I know. You do it on air, but you're doing telly things first. Dip-a-dip-dap-doo. Da-da-da-da-do.
Let's get that out.
Get it out. Live on telly.
Yeah. Bit of texture. All right. Sling that there, just off to me left.
Dude, I've got to paint the big Mechanicus thing at the top of this temple, and it's like, I hate painting white. I really hate painting white.
Where's it gone? Dofus, where's it gone?
Up your bum. Up your bum.
There it is. There it is.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm about to do a little bit of edge dry brushing. So I just want to...
Ooh, Squigwidge time already. Wow.
Put a little bit of that on there.
Dry brushing. Let's have a look. The Space Ranger's off.
See you later, guys.
Later all have a good night. Edward says it was quickly dry brushed with slight vein detail.
Yeah. Man after our own art. Well done, Edward.
Yeah. He painted it to be only slightly throbbing.
Ooh. No,
Edward says you can also get them on
that image in my head.
Edward says you can also get them on Temu or Temu or whatever that is.
Yeah.
I don't trust like these like Ali whatever it is and Temu and stuff. I just don't trust them at all.
Never had an issue with AliExpress.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only one I use. I don't use the other more what's his name ones. I've not had an issue with Ali, like I say. I don't put in big orders. I just do a bit here, a bit there, a bit here, and a bit there. But it is one of those. Yeah. In case you wonder, that's my little homemade dampening pad that I use for me dry brushing.
Dampening pad.
We all had one of these. Do you remember them? The chocolate?
Yeah, I've got it's over there somewhere.
Yeah,
I
converted mine into a dampening pad because why not?
Cool. Mine's a little, just like bits tin when I'm working. Where do you send them to us? Was it Frankie or someone?
Yeah, Frank Cathawa.
Yeah.
Our good friend Frankie goes to Hobby.Wood. Bless him.
I think that Coca-Cola chocolate was the chocolate that was given to the German the troops in World War II.
Oh right, yeah.
And you know, like the Americans were given Hershey bars. And they had that chocolate on them, like to give to kids and stuff. And I think the Germans, that was the equivalent. The Germans had.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's very dark and bitter, but the Europeans do like their dark, bitter chocolates.
Yeah. Yeah, because this was one of those you couldn't eat more than one segment at once because it's potent. It's pretty potent stuff, isn't it? It's
like coffee, but made in chocolate. It's like if you got like this world's strongest coffee and just made it into a bar.
Camp coffee.
At it. Ooh, camp coffee. Very nice.
Do you remember that in the bottle?
I have no memory of ever having tried it, but we used to have a bottle in our cupboard.
Yeah.
I always wanted to know what it was like.
Yeah, I've often thought of seeing whether they still make that stuff, but...
Did I? Have a look.
My mum used to drink it. She used to do that noise that women of that generation do. Yeah, you know? That hit the spot. Yeah. With the little wincy eye, yeah.
I would have thought your mum, being a good East End mum, would have been cup of tea.
Yeah. Yeah, but camp coffee was a treat, mate.
Ah.
Yeah, no.
It was in a little wooden French dresser, which in the 70s was like very old, but painted blue.
Fox, she still walks in with her bloody, what's his name, hostess trolley, mate. That jingle of all the plates and everything as they walk in, chink, 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 chink. It's got the hostess trolley out. I can remember Mum having the fondue set when we was kids because
we had the fondue set.
Fondue sets were the big thing, weren't they, back then?
Did she dream of having a serving hatch?
She had one.
Oh, she had one. Didn't you dream of it then, did she? Ooh.
Yeah, she had one. Yeah.
Height of culture in the 70s.
Oh,
yeah, we used to have this like big French dresser in the kitchen in the 70s, which, as it was at the time, painted in the 1960s in a sort of eggshell blue colour and white. Of course, painted with gloss, because everything you painted was gloss in the 70s.
Yeah.
And inside that cupboard were many things that I don't remember, but I remember the bottle of the square bottle of camp coffee.
Yeah.
And the tin of cod liver oil and malt.
Yeah.
Which I used to love. A spoon of cod liver oil and malt every day.
Yeah. And that yellow bottle of Britvic.
Oh, yeah.
And is it Advocat? Was that what it was? Britvic Advocat or something it was called?
Yeah, the Advocat was like I always thought it was made of eggs or something. We used to have a...
Yeah.
The only reason I know the word Advocat,
didn't it?
Yeah, the only reason I know the word Advocat is because we had a box of Christmas decorations that was like Advocat. It was a box for bottles of that my dad had got from somewhere and used it for Christmas decorations.
Things we remember from our childhood, eh?
And I remember I was watching The Bill once.
Yeah.
And it was an advert from probably like the mid-80s it was, the episode. And I nearly spat my coffee out because they were interviewing some woman in a council flat, and she sat on this settee, and on the back of the settee, she had this big, like, stuffed toy lion.
Oh, right, yeah.
But it was like a big round head and then a flat, long thing. And it was very stylised. Didn't look like a lion. It was like some like kids' TV thing, all patches of like sewn on patches for different colour, but it's all flat.
Yeah.
And we used to have that exact thing on the back of our sofa.
Really?
And this was about 5 years ago. I was like, oh, we used to have one of those. And then about 6 months ago, I was putting something in the loft, and way over in the back of the loft where I can never get to, and I'll never get to again, there's like a big clear plastic bag with some stuff in it. Like there's a few like tablecloths and things. And in this bag, I just saw sticking out the face of that lion. And it was about 5 foot long. It was just a thing that sat on the back of your settee.
Yeah.
And it had a real kind of stylized, like Henry and the Herbs kind of thing. It was like kind of like straight. But I just remembered, and I was like, wow, it wasn't just us that had one of them. And I thought it's
like
probably
the character Lenny the lion, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It was awful. And I thought, thinking back at it now, it was probably something from Habitat.
Yeah.
Probably. But I was amazed it was in an episode of The Bill. I'd never seen anybody else have one. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I feel validated. My childhood meant something. Or something of that effect.
Oh, we know what you meant. We know what you meant.
Yeah. Glad you did.
Yeah.
I've got a big one on the front, haven't I? I forgot to do that one.
Oh, you got a big one on the front.
I've got my big front piece. Wait.
Edward Leonard says, I've just bought a display base and circle cutter from AliExpress, and it's beautiful. Saved about $20. Yes, I got one, Edward. There you go. Look at that. Oh, I showed you this the other night, didn't you, my little circle cutter?
Yes, I can't look, but I've seen it, so I know.
Yeah, stepler circle cutter. And, oh, mate, in case the audience don't know what one is, most of them will. So, yeah, basically, it's one of them. Comes with the attachment in the corner there. And, yeah, a typical display. Smooth, glidey action. Look at that.
Round and earthy.
Oh, yeah.
Are you having a moment? Do you want us to just leave you for a minute?
I am. I'm having a display moment. So,
are you getting a fizz?
Yeah.
In your in your intimate feminine area?
Yeah. So I got that. That was uber cheap. That was. I was happy with it. Purely and simply because I've got the Rogel Dawn I want to build, and yeah, just thought I'd give that a go. And for what I got that for, it was like happy days all day long.
You just reminded me, I still haven't got myself a Rogel Dawn yet.
Yeah. I'll 3D print you a base plate.
I'll get one eventually. Because,
yeah, you don't want to have that big hole underneath. It's like,
no. And I'm not spending £19, whatever, £9 on there.
£9.99 for a square piece of plastic. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Tell me when you've got one and remind me, and I'll 3D print you one, because you're not paying a tenner for a square.
I wouldn't buy the GW one, the official one. It's like, no, forget it.
No, it's just a bit biblical gash, to be quite honest with you.
I like the new...
Edward says, say what, I got $10. Yes, absolutely.
I like the new Christmas box set. You know, they do these box sets at Christmas until the new year.
Yeah.
And they got a few new ones this year, and this year's Imperial Guard one, the Astra Militarum, is 2 Rogel Dawn tanks.
Yeah.
2 squads of Cadians and a command squad.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not bad, actually. If it's going to be like 120 quid...
Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? 120
quid. It's probably going to be about 120 quid. They usually are.
Yeah.
And it's 2 Rogel Dawns, which are, 50 quid a pop?
Yes.
Plus, I think it's 1 or 2 squads of Cadians, which are like 25 quid, 30 quid. And then the command squad as well. I was like, that's going to be a good deal.
Yeah.
I found that one interesting. And the Orcs one, which was a bunch of the guys on the squigs.
Yeah.
A squad of Orcs. Yeah, a kill rig, and the Norzilla, is it called? No, not Norzilla. The one you've got, the Sharky one with the dude on it.
Yeah, the one whose name I can't keep getting right.
Scott Roth, Clunk and Blonk.
Yeah. Yeah, big squig with bloke on it.
I bet that doesn't have a wedge, does it?
Yeah, no, that's the Harlequin troop. I can't think of the name of it now. But
Mock Rot or something.
Yeah.
It's the one that looks like a shark, anyway.
Pretty much, yeah. That's because it's over there by the part works, and yeah. Right. Let's have a looky, kins.
I can still hear annoying Reddit videos from Mum's Facebook account downstairs.
Jeff says, wow, that display circle cutter is a real item of beauty. Jeff, honestly, from an engineering point of view, mate, oh, it's gorgeous, mate. It really is.
You're gorgeous. Wait, that's not an insult. God damn it.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to tell the missus that, and then she'll go, so why is the man that bought you gold hot pants now saying you're gorgeous? Don't know, dear. Actually,
well, there you go. It's a man thing.
Yeah, yeah. Edward says $10. Yeah, it's about that, Edward. Yeah, it was dirt cheap, mate. I was like, I've got to pull his arm off for that price. I'm having that bad boy.
Snap.
I've got me bloody thing out because I want to edge eye like that, and I'm going to put it back. Spoon.
Why'd you put it back, Spoon?
Oh, I don't know. It's because whilst that was drying, I thought I'd paint something else. That's what it was. I got distracted.
You distracted?
Edward says, not bad if you're in a hurry. Yeah, I'm going to do probably a dozen circles and ship them up to his lordship so that when he does his bane blades for his oil drums, he's going to have a little stash of them so that he doesn't have to faff about with his circle cutter that don't work.
I will provide for you a small remuneration to cover the cost of plastic and stuff. So let me know how much.
I shall do that for him because, yeah, it just saves an hassle, doesn't it?
Yeah, let me know. I'll give you some money.
There you go. So we'll get that all sorted out. It's this dry edge.
I don't know what the going rate is for some plastic circles.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's only a little,
I would.
Little bit of styrene, dear. No biggie.
You're compelled to give you monies. Well, I can send you some green pot noodles if you want.
Yeah, there you go.
You're like, no, I'll take the money. I'll take the money. The money will be fine. See, the good thing about me painting on a live stream is that people actually get to see how long it takes me to paint things.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. When you do a video, like a painting video, you don't really have a sense of how long these things take because you just say, now we're going to paint this, and then you do 30 seconds, and you cut away.
Yeah.
But now you actually get to see how slowly or carefully I actually paint when I'm painting really carefully.
It's not as easy a process as people think.
No. Brush paint. I mean, tonight I've painted basically those two, the silver bit on the mallet and the starter thing, whatever, the crankshaft.
Yeah.
The two eagles on the sides, the barrels and those bits. And that's all I've painted so far tonight.
The barrels.
The barrels.
Sorry,
roll out.
Went into Motley mode there, folks. Sorry about that.
I was about to say
underneath the arch.
Cheers. I was about to say barrels of paramecium, but that's not the right word. It's the fuel is, I can't remember what they call the fuel. It's got a name in Warhammer. It's not paramecium because that's a single-celled animal. Paramecium. It's a good word though.
It is. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Do you know what I like about human brain? Right.
What's that?
Is the complete randomness of stuff that sometimes gets stuck in it. At least in my brain.
Yeah, I worry about your brain, to be honest with you, mate.
Like, there was a documentary or a programme or something about 20 years ago on Channel 4. And part of the programme was looking at, like, a mould that was in some house that was growing on the walls and how it was a health hazard. It may have actually been that slight. I don't know what it was, this programme anyway. But all I remember is that the mould is called Stachybotrys atra.
Oh, nice. Good name.
Because the woman kept saying Stachybotrys atra over and over again, and it stuck in my head. So I know that Stachybotrys atra is a mould that grows in dampness and can be health hazard to children in damp houses. And it's just weird the way that's like watched it in passing and it's stuck.
That was an interesting factoid, mate. I'm going to give you that.
It might actually have been, do you know, it might actually have been Lynn Folds Wood on one of her like consumer awareness programmes.
Blast from the past.
I know. It's like, hello, I'm Lynn Folds Wood.
Watchdog, wasn't it?
Eh?
Watchdog, wasn't it? The programme she did?
Was it
and John
Watchdog? I can't remember.
Stapleton, wasn't it? Because they was a
Yeah,
married
it might have been
couple, weren't
Watchdog.
they?
Oh, yeah, because it was like, hello and welcome to Watchdog.
Yeah.
So it must have been an episode of Watchdog, and she kept going about Stacky Bottress Atre, and it stuck in my head. Stacky Bot. So if you want to look it up now, it's I learned that just randomly watching some random program like 30 years ago.
Classic British TV, when it Watchdog.
Hello and welcome to Watchdog. Because she had that real sort of lilting Scot accent.
Yeah.
Mildly Crofterish.
Bless her. I think she's still about.
No, she died quite a few years ago, I think.
Did she? Oh.
Yeah, she passed on a few years ago.
Oh, well,
I think.
Perhaps she isn't about anymore then. No.
Oh.
I know she had a heart attack, didn't she, years ago, but...
I don't know. You know who's not about?
Who?
Beadle.
Yeah. God, wasn't he the most irritating man on telly for many years?
Much. Yeah. Made a career out of not actually being funny in any way, but somehow getting all the... It's like, you're going to have a program of, like, people doing dumb stuff on video.
Yeah.
Was it? Or was it? No, what was it? Oh,
Going for a laugh and you've been framed,
that was
wasn't it?
That was it. You're going to do it like you've been... But you're going to get the least amusing person ever created to actually host it.
Yeah.
But really?
Yeah. He was that bloke, like the Go Compare man. If you saw him walking down the street, you would want to issue the obligatory dry slap, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Go Compare man for the Americans in the audience. We have this really annoying series of adverts in the UK with this Welsh opera singer bloke, and it's like, yeah. He's the kind of person that if he was doing a supermarket opening, everybody would cross over to the other side of the street. Pretty much.
It's like, would you like Jeremy Beadle to come and open your supermarket? No, we've actually gone out of business now. Bye. Click. Yeah, no, we're no longer in business. Sorry, bye. Click. We're not here anymore. Bye. No one home. Bye. He just, no.
Yeah.
He's like the least funniest man. That whole game for a laugh thing, every single one of the hosts on the programme was just not in any way amusing or funny at all.
No, they was all irritating.
Yeah, there was like the weird, creepy Irish bloke.
Weren't they?
I don't know. Well, the thing is, I don't know what any of them did before that.
Henry McGee, like, Sarah Kennedy, Matthew, whatever his name was, and Beadle, wasn't it?
Well, Matthew Kelly, yeah.
Henry Kelly,
yeah. Oh, yeah, Henry Kelly was the weird Irish chap.
Sarah Kennedy was the woman, wasn't she? So
yeah, don't remember anything about her.
Yeah. All I remember is Matthew Kelly was incredibly tall, and Jeremy Beadle had an extremely small hand.
Yes.
One of his hands was not fully formed, wasn't it? And it was really tiny.
Yep.
And it was funny. He'd been on the telly for years, and then suddenly someone noticed that it just went viral, didn't it?
Yeah, and then at that point, you just couldn't not see it.
Couldn't
it was basically like Austin Powers, like mole. You just, shouldn't mock it, but
oh no, it wasn't done in a mock the man for an affliction kind of way. It was just one of those things you couldn't unsee when you had seen it, and it was like, But he was like the least funniest and most annoying person on TV. One of them at the time. I wouldn't say the most, because Henry Kelly was doubly annoying. Yeah. Oh, I can think of many irritating personalities from that era. Oh, God, yeah, most of them. Pretty much all of them. Yeah. British TV in the 1970s. What a wonderful institution that was. The 70s wasn't so bad, but the 80s was dire. Oh, it's minging, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't great. No. It's like the 70s were when they did all the stuff that you look at now and go, God, you wouldn't get away with that today. The 80s was when they realised that they couldn't do all that stuff, and then they just did really banal, boring, lifeless crap. Pretty much. And it's like, you just wipe out most of the 1980s. Yeah, that's coming together now. Yeah.
Do 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 ba do ba do do ba do ba do ba do do do. Right, that's all the gold. I think on the actual hull.
There's always room for more gold, Fox.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything else on here.
See what
I
I
was
did?
going to try and do a hull accent, but I suddenly realised I have no idea what a hull accent sounds like. So I won't do a hull accent.
Get Ted to do
I'd
it.
probably just,
That would be fun.
I'd probably just end up doing like a kind of Bradford meets Barrow accent, so it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah. Let's get a bit more on there. How are we doing? Go to last two, yeah?
Yeah, why not? Pew, pew, pew.
Have you a bit of that? Yeah. Apologies as well. I may have forgotten to pimp the show tonight, folks, but not that it mattered because you're all here anyway. But
I may also as well have forgotten to do anything like that.
yeah, but yeah, normal service has resumed. Festa forgetting to pimp his own content.
Yeah, well, you had things on your mind like, you know, what was for dinner, and
Yeah,
you had breathing to do and stuff.
there you go. See, many shades of purple.
Let's have a look. Ooh, I like that. All gently built up with the thin glazes.
Yeah. See, so you got
Nice and smooth as well.
yeah, you got a little bit of light going down the beak and that around the wings and stuff, and it's just beginning to come together now. And it's a shame because it's got checkers to go over most of the front bar.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's looking nice, that, mate.
yeah, it's coming out all right, mate.
It's actually looking airbrushed, which is really impressive.
Yeah, so
Have you done like different layers and numbers of layers on different areas and stuff? And varied it
yes, yeah,
around? I'm very impressed.
yeah, it's just yeah.
You've gone past me on the glazing skills then.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I don't have any glazing skills. I'm absolutely rubbish at glazing.
Yeah, it's really wet blends, putting the colours down, and then mixing that colour in with the next colour to do a blend layer, and then working your way across my palette.
You know what you are? You know what you are?
Twat. No, I didn't. I said, yeah,
Did you just say that?
I did.
I was going to say you're a wet blend, but there's kind of killed it now. You're a wet blend.
Well, I just thought there was an insult coming because, you know, little bits of me die inside. Do they really do?
No, I was going to say you're a wet blend. But the humour will be lost now. You've just kind of dropped in the tackums on the joke.
Right, so that, I would say, is me purple's done for now. Happy days. I'm going to get a bit of Moonfang brown.
Moonfang.
Yeah,
Get your Moonfang here.
If I can remember where I put it. It's just down in there.
Up your bum is where you put it.
So we can get the dry brush nice and clean.
Yeah, clean your dry brush.
Do a bit of that.
Do. Not that I'm doing any of this at the moment at this stage in the painting, but handy tip if you're ever painting with lead belcher for the viewers and you want to get that nice sort of Games Workshop-y smooth metallic finish that looks like it's been airbrushed on.
Yeah. Do you want to go full screen?
No, I'm not doing it now, so I can't show
Oh,
it, but I'm just saying,
yeah.
when you're doing like your layers of metallics and stuff, if you want to get that really smooth and shiny silver look they get with lead belcher, what you can do is get your lead belcher on the model as normal, like I'm doing now, which is probably not even on camera. Nope. Move the camera back a bit. And then when you've got all your matte layers on and everything else and you're doing all the stuff at the end, you can glaze on very thin layers of lead belcher, which is when you can stick it on your wet palette and really thin it down.
Yes.
Because then you don't get as much of the grain, but you get like a nice sheen. And if you glaze on things like Stormcast silver or some of the brighter silver colours like Ironbreaker, they give it an even brighter shine, but it's not got the kind of texture because you're glazing it on.
I love that colour. Ironbreaker.
Yes. So you, just to get that real if I want that to look nice and smooth and shiny now, I do a glaze of like lead belcher or iron breaker or Stormfang, whatever it is. And it just puts the shine on without putting the big textury silvery paint texture on. You kind of get it without the grain. It's a nice way to bring it back. If you haven't got access to things like the VA metal paints. And I think Mama Wolf might be deciding to go to bed.
Oh, bless her.
I can hear noises. Yep, I can hear noises. I shall be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah, no worries, mate. You do what you got to do, mate. Let's just grab one of those. He says looking for the brush that he wants. No, that's a toad. Where is it? No, not that one. That's the one. Grab you one of those. Stefan Last is off. He says he's knackered and he'll be going to bed. So take care, Stefan Last. Jeff says that purple colour and the application look really awesome. Thanks, Jeff, mate. It's one of them, mate. It's many, many layers, and I just wanted to try to get it to blend and have different transitions, mate. Hopefully I've caught it. But yeah, as you can see, do you want me to go full screen? Let's go full screen. Might as well go full screen. Full screen even. There you go, if you can see that a bit clearer, Jeff. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And then obviously I've got all the inside floors to do and all the embellishments. But that's literally just that base layer. And I am trying, I say trying, because this is done obviously by Games Workshop and they're far more talented than me, is to try to replicate that as closely as I can on the back side. So hopefully I've begun to start capturing it. We're not far off. Just got some more edge highlighting to do and probably another coat of the crimson to go over there, but that's what I'm after. And then I've got to do all of the checkers then blending into it. So that's what I'm trying to do. So fingers crossed it'll look reasonably a facsimile of what they're trying to do. I'll give it me best anyway. Oh, Marcy is in. Hello, Marcy. How you doing, darling? He says, looking for his YouTube so that I can type in the chat because I want to issue my hugs. Nice to see you in, Muse. Hope you're keeping well, darling. Always nice to see you in, love. Hope you're keeping well. Hope family are all right and that you're in a good place, love, because a happy Muse is a Muse that isn't going to grass me up to H for a beating. So... yeah. There you go. Everyone said hello to Marcy. Marcy says, I love the purple. Thank you very much. It's been done for many, many different layers of paint. I can give you the rundown if you want, Marcy. Let's bring that back out. And that'll let you see how that was achieved. There you go. Let's grab all of them. I started with Nagraph Night. Then I give it a mixture of Xeris Purple across the wet palette there, from dark, middle, lighter shade, then the next middle, then the lightest shade. Little touch of that, which is Gen Steeler Purple. And then it's had a couple of coats of Carroburg Crimson. Probably give it one more coat, to be honest with you. I'll see how I'll feel at the end. So I might as well leave them there for a minute. And I'm just going over the underneath now with a bit of Monfang Brown ready for the Retribution armour to go down. And then I shall put some stuff, probably Iron Breaker, to start doing these. And this underside, I probably will keep black and just lightly dry brush some edge highlighting over it underneath. So we'll see. And then I've got the beautiful checkers to start mapping out and trying to achieve that result. So fingers crossed it works. If it don't, I shall cry and blame Fox. Marcy says, yep, I'm all good. Good, glad to hear it, my darling. Nice to know you're all right. Terrible, terrible news again during the week of the shooting in the States. I don't know, have they caught the culprit yet, or are they still hunting? Because, yeah, it's terrible to see that happening again out there. It's one of those, it's not just America that you get all of these shootings in, folks. It does happen. We've had our fair share over here over the years. So, yeah. Just sad when, like you say, innocent people are hurt. So, hopefully it gets resolved soon and that they put the perpetrator where they belong. So I'm just brushing on a base of Moonfang Brown. I shall go over this with different golds and things like that. But I just find rather than going over the black, I like to put my golds over a brown layer. I only recently stumbled on this by accident and I liked the effect. It almost gave me a slightly old gold look about it. So again, I should just put mini layers on just to keep these going. It just gives you a little bit of interest because this is going on its base. And then I'm going to have, just out of shot there, I've got the full-blown Harlequin troop. And I'm going to have this jet almost coming up out of the ground on its base. And then exploding out of the base, you're going to have all the different troop members coming out. So I've got it in my head what I want it to look like. It's now translating that practically. So hopefully you get what my vision is with it. So the base itself will probably be an oval, probably about an inch or so larger than the shape of the aircraft, just so that the characters can do their thing and all their wizarding stuff. And yeah, and I have got to put tiny little diamonds on all of these figures on their suits, like an arm and a leg and all of that lot. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. And it's, for me, is a way of keeping my dexterity, I think I've said that right, going. So a paint job like this, Fox has mocked me saying you've got all of those diamonds to paint. But I see it as a physical challenge for me. It just keeps my hand-eye coordination going a bit. And me dexterity. So for me, it's almost like a therapy tool, just to push myself, just to keep me hand-eye coordination going. So I haven't yet figured out the final way of doing it, but I will have a good go at it. So Fox asked me earlier on whether I was going to paint any of them live. I probably will do. The first one I might do off air, just so that I can get my dagnammit sweary head out of the way, because it's bound to go right first time. So once I've established a way of doing it and find all the pitfalls that my situation brings up and overcome them, then I'll paint all the others live, I think, because I think it'll be something of interest for you. Also actually filming all of this whilst I'm live. I've got my bench rig all set up that I'm filming on. So I'm actually filming this as well, folks. So this will all be a video that will go up. So I killed two birds with one stone. I get to make a video as well as do the live stream. So I can then edit that all together and make some videos out of it on how I painted this, how I painted that. And this is all going to be part of the Patreon stuff, where you'll get paint series on all the Warhammer stuff and Harlequins and that on. I did it, and all my figure painting stuff is going to move to Patreon and members. So you get to all see it first as a nice reward. So that's my plan for 2024, is to have all of that exclusive content released, and then many months later Some of it will go on YouTube, but a lot of it will probably stay Patron and members because it just gives you something a little different than the regular content. So hopefully that's something that'll interest you. I've got me templates all sorted out for the filming, so you'll have a wet palette cam, you'll have the bench cam, and then a lot, you know, I think I did a test video a few years back on it, and it'll let you see how the colours are getting mixed, what colours they are, etc., etc. So it's almost going to be instructional, because I've had a lot of folks reach out about the figure painting, how I do me faces, me eyes, and all of that lot. And it's something I just thought people knew how to do, so I've never really filmed it, because I was once asked what I do between video builds, and I figure paint. It's my way of relaxing and just chilling out. And several people said, oh, please film it. So that's what I'm going to do. So it'll be all released to patrons and members first, so you get to see it all and see what you think. And your feedback is welcome at the end of the day. You know, if there's something you'd like to see more of, let me know. Again, if there's other exclusive stuff you'd like me to do or whatever, just message me. Yeah, Cole, you couldn't get one of those and give that a build for us and do something, and I'll happily do that. A bit of Monfang brown on them. And I'm just going around now looking for other embellishments. Not sure what colour they should be, so let's have a looky-kins at the box art. See what they've done. Oh, it's just regular ship colour. Are there any other embellishments? That's the windscreen surround, so we need to find out where I put that. Can't remember where I put it. It's around somewhere, so... And then I've got me guns to put on, so I've got to paint them. Yeah, so we'll get all of that sorted out. So there's not massive embellishments. Oh, yeah, I've got a little grab handle under there. So we'll have that as a goldy colour to pick that out. Rid of that off of there, a little bit of a brush stroke on there that I don't want. There you go. Done. We got that bit. I don't know what colour that would be. Let's give that a clip of clippiness for a start. Grab that off of there. Make it easier for me to handle. There you go. These are weird little teardrop things with gems on, so I've got to do the base in a gold, or its mounting, should I say, and then the actual thing itself, got no idea. I'll have to have a look at the destructions and see what colours they did that.
And we're back.
And we're back. I'll come off of full screen in a sec,
Ooh.
mate. I'm just painting at the moment.
That's all right. Do you want me to do it for you?
Yeah, can do, mate. Yeah, as long as you're happy.
That purple is looking gorge.
You like it? A lot of people have commented in the chat.
It's looking a bit sexy, dude. I'm very jealous because I can't do that.
You're liking that, are you?
It looks airbrushed. That looks absolutely fantastic.
Have I passed your educating trainee pants? Am I now in my big girl pants?
Well, you've just figured all that out by yourself, because I wouldn't have known anything to do. I don't do glazes, so you've learned all that in your own brain by yourself. I'm very proud.
Yeah, I'm quite liking that, to be honest with you.
I'd like you to teach me how to do that.
Hold up a minute. Is that Festa Educating Fox? Oh, I feel a stream coming on. Yeah, see what I did.
Yeah. I know many things, but not many of them very well, and not all things. So
thank you for the feedback. That's
very, very nice.
Quite humbling, actually. I feel quite proud.
It is very nice. It is very, very nice.
I try.
It looks lovely. You are. I mean, you do.
And I may have made a rod for my own back whilst you was away, because I may have said that I will paint some of my Harlequins live.
Oh dear.
Yeah, how well do you think that's going to go for me, mate?
Well, I'm sure it's possible to get a good camera angle on the microscope.
Yeah.
I think you might have to upgrade to a telescope though.
Yeah. So I'll dig the microscope out and.
I hear you can still book time on the Hubble.
Yeah, and I'll plug it all. Yeah, I'm going to need to. I'll plug it all in and make sure that it streams out.
Welcome to Painting Harlequins with James Webb.
See what I did. Right.
Little burps. Now,
Let's give that a clean.
I have some valuable information for the viewers.
Go for it.
If you have access to a tiny 83-year-old lady, doesn't work with a man, but if you have access to a tiny 83-year-old lady, feed her 3 hard-boiled eggs chopped up in a cup with lots of butter, pepper, and a little bit of mayonnaise.
Oh.
Because by God, is she burping like a navvy right now?
Really?
She's got the burps, and it's like every time she leans forward, bah, it's like, I didn't know somebody that tiny could make such a foghorn noise.
You do realise, though, you won't be saying this tomorrow.
Well, yeah.
Because at some point, this is all going to, through nature, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that respirator.
Well, you know what? I've got a respirator.
Yeah, you're kind of going to need that.
I've dealt with noxious things before.
Yeah.
You have to remember, Mama Wolf also likes things like, bizarrely likes hot chili sauce, so I'm more than used to. She's found that she really likes, not that I enjoy ordering stuff from Domino's, because it is trash, but she really likes the chicken strippers, so sometimes you have to give in and give her what she wants.
Yeah.
Because, she's 83, she gets the treats, but she really likes their hot sauce that you get in a little pot.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's like, it's too hot even for me. It's proper like the proper hot chili sauce. And it's really hot for me. And she's like, oh, like that. Nom, 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 nom. Blimey, Riley.
She's a total legend, your mum.
She's like 2 foot tall. And she can make some noises that you wouldn't expect from somebody 2 foot tall and 83 years old.
Oh, yeah. It's funny, me mum, she'll do that, and then she goes, look at me, she goes. And the whole room is sitting there going,
Well, it was funny the day, because I have to follow her up the stairs, because I'm Mama Wolf's carer, so I follow her up the stairs because she's wibbly wobbly. So I go up and down the stairs with her. And she was going up to bed the other day. And she was half up the stairs and she did a trump, and I'm right behind her. So I started laughing, and then she started laughing, but then she couldn't stop laughing, and every time she laughed and went up a step, she trumped again.
Oh, bless.
And it just got sillier and sillier by the by the time she got to the top of it. And bear in mind, because she's old, it takes longer to get. So it took forever to get up the stairs because she was too busy giggling, farting, and me struggling to breathe. And it was like, really? It's like, are you 83 or 4? I'm not quite sure which it is.
He sent me a message one day, folks. Mum wants to say hello. There's me oh, bless her. And I got this picture of Mum come through, sticking her fingers up at me. It's like,
yeah.
Love you too. She still got issued with hugs because, I am a big softie.
Oh, yeah.
But she still said I was her favourite, so she was redeemed.
She keeps... I always ask her, like when I get her up in the mornings, what she dreamt about.
Yeah.
It's just something to talk about while I'm getting her up. And for some reason, the last week or so, she keeps dreaming about Ted.
yeah, I know you were saying. I know.
Right, and I'm like, you dreaming about Ted again? Oh, yeah. And I said, and apparently she keeps dreaming about, and he keeps falling off the boat in these dreams. And she said, and at one point she said, but he looks like Scripps from Heartbeat. The guy that runs the garage, the old guy.
Oh,
with
right,
the moustache.
Yeah.
She said, it's Ted, but he looks like Scripps from Heartbeat, who does look a bit like Ted.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, how do you know it's Ted? And she said, well, he keeps falling off the boat. That's how I know it's Ted. I'm like, okay, I'll tell Ted that.
Oh, bless her.
So I was joking to Ted the other day and saying, hey, Mum Wolf's got a new fancy man and you appear to be it. What?
Yeah. Yeah, he got a welcome back of fire, didn't he, that night? It was like, yeah. It's funny, you had You had me and Fox sitting there throwing each other under the bus, and then we both realised Chris wasn't there. So we ganged up together and we just threw Chris under the bus in the end.
Oh, yeah.
It was Chris's fault that we've misbehaved, Ted.
Well, the way that our little group works is that if you're not there to defend yourself, absolutely it's fair game.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris did say in the chat, my ears are burning. What are you two saying about me? All the things.
All the things.
All of it.
There's a thing you can imagine that we're saying. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, he was proper grassed up.
Oh, yeah.
It's always good to grass Chris up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's not like he's ever in trouble with, the missus or anything, so he never gets told off. So it's nice to get him told off for something every now and then, because he's never in trouble with Jem.
He gets in the doghouse like I do with H. It's like, yeah, it starts off well, and then it's like, yeah.
Well, you and Chris are those kind of husbands that are guilty by default.
Yeah, got A-level guilt.
Yep.
As H says, you look guilty. What have you done? And I tell her immediately what I've done because, yeah.
See, I'll never get married, so I'm perfectly happy that I'll always be innocent of anything.
I don't even bother trying to hide it. I just confess. I just go, yeah, I did this, and this. Why? Because I'm stupid.
Yep.
That's a good boy, she goes. I'm like, yeah.
That is the right answer. Good lad.
I'm not even a challenge now. I just immediately confess.
Oh, God, no. Well, the thing is, if you're a challenge, that just means longer period that you get humiliated for till she tells you that. Well, it's longer. It takes her longer to get round to actually telling you what you did, which you did.
Yes.
Than if you just admit it straight away and then it's done. It's like having a tooth pulled out. Just get it pulled out quick, or taking a plaster off. Just do it quick. There you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she does proper laugh at me. She's like, yeah. Panzer's in saying hello. Hello,
hey,
Panzer. How you doing, mate?
Hello.
Nice to see you in, mate. Nice to see you. Nice.
Edward said, should have that on video, Fox. It would have gone viral.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Believe you me, mate. I've heard Mama Fox walk past. Fox says, go and say hello to Festa, and you hear.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it's like, yeah. And then, of course, he'll go, I don't think you heard that, did you? I was like, yeah, I heard it, mate.
Yep. For someone so tiny and delicate and old to make such smells is beyond my comprehension. I really don't understand how the chemistry or physics of that at all.
And I normally say to him, tell her that I heard that.
And she'd be like, oh, I said that. I said, Festa heard that. And she went, oh, she was curled up in a ball on a walking frame. Oh,
yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, walk of shame time, Mum.
And I said, no, he was quite impressed. She went, oh, okay. There you go, see. All came good.
I was massively impressed.
Now,
I was massively impressed that she made it to the bedroom without needing physical aid because, yeah, I was shocked. I was like, damn.
Now, there's a little gold aquila on the stubber, but I've got lots of different shades and dry brushing to do on that, so I'm not going to paint that yet because there's no point. I'll paint that at the very end.
Yeah. It's surprising where I've had mine parked. I've been able to go back over it and just look at little bits of detail still left to paint. And it's, yeah. Does reinvigorate you, doesn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, now I'm getting little gold details on. That's what really makes it all pop to me, and I get all enthusiastic about it again.
Yeah, you got to have a bit of gold, mate.
When it's all just camouflage, I'm like, it gets boring after all. But then when you get the gold on, you're like, oh, it's fun again now. Right, so that's my gold done. I think that's all metallics done. Look at that. I don't know if people will see on camera, but they can't really see while I'm holding it, but
you should bottle that. It makes a great wash, mate.
Well, when I've been using mechanics, I love to just sit and watch the flakes float about in the water.
Yeah, your flake.
Swizzle them round and watch them all go whirly whirly. You can't see because the light's reflecting on it, unfortunately, but...
You're made of flakes.
Cover the light up. If I swirl it, people might get that idea. Cover the light up. There you go.
Yeah.
Quite mesmerising. It's like watching Jupiter.
It's like a marble effect, isn't it?
Yeah. I made a ring. Oh, look at that.
I wonder if you was to dip something in that and pull it out, would it give it that marbleized paint job, you know, when you dip stuff?
Let's find out. What can I dip in it? Let's have a look. I need something that's not obviously black. What can I dip? What can I dip?
Squigwidge.
I don't actually have a squigwidge to hand.
Yeah.
And if I had it to hand, I wouldn't want it to hand.
No.
Let's use, although it's not going to work because it's not primed, let's dip one of these paint things that you gave me. One of your paint pot things. Ready?
Yeah.
It's still got a ring in the middle, look.
Did absolutely nothing, did it?
No, but it made a nice pattern in the gold.
Yeah.
In the wash pot.
Yeah, I just thought it would give you one of those...
Like a dip.
Yeah, if you'd done like matte white primer or something, you could pop it in there, give it a twist, and it would come out and it would be all, you know.
It might do if it wasn't just bare plastic.
Yeah.
Anything that would be suitably grippy, I don't think, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, I could sit and watch that for hours.
Oh, definitely.
And people don't know this, but the reason that Stormhouse Silver and Retributor Armour are so expensive compared to the regular paints is because they actually contain actual silver and actual gold.
Yes.
There's actual gold in Retributor Armour and actual silver in Stormhouse. That's why they got the white pot to make them stand out and look different.
Yeah, the white lid.
The light lid, sorry. What did I say? The white pot.
Yeah.
I'm a spoon. The white lid.
Yeah, they are a really rich, vibrant paint, aren't they? So
I like Retributor Armour. It always looks brilliant until you do all the weathering and then you lose the brilliance. But it's a vibrant colour. Vibrant and alive.
We've got them. So you've had more Fang Brown. You'll have it there.
When it's just that layer of paint, it looks like actual metal because it is actually metal. When you weather it, it then looks like it's painted, which is a shame. When you do all the highlighting, it just looks painted then. But, you know, hey, it's all good. What time do you want to go till, Spud?
Let's see whether we can go to 3 tonight then.
All right, then. I was only asking because then I can go and change my water and do some not
Yeah,
metallics.
you go and change your water. I'm feeling all right. So,
yeah,
we'll go till 3 and then we'll pack up at 3. That gives people their usual 3-hour frolicness, doesn't it? So.
Okay. I'll go and get more water.
Yeah, no worries. Edward says Foxwidge. Oh, no, don't let's say you went and broke me now, Edward. Yeah, I can't unthink that. What we got? Edward says, feed her kimchi or Greek yogurt. It's good for the gut health and probiotics. Yeah, oh, nice. Absolutely. Yeah, we are very simple creatures, Marcy. You should know us two idiots by now, love. Yeah. We're made of all the simpleness because why not? Let's get a bit of Retributor up in that corner there.
The Fox Wedge, says Edward Leonard. Simple creature, says Scale Model Muse.
I've read them out.
Have you? Okay.
I see what you did though. You came back feeling all profesh. I went straight in there. I'm mightily proud of you.
Yeah, I like to contribute something. Right, now I need to...
I would say you contribute your wisdom and exude your personality. There you go.
But then back in truth mode...
Yeah, that sounded good, didn't it? But he saw straight through me there.
I'm not offering you a job, mate, so you don't need to...
Yeah, I can say yeah.
Right, let's paint some wood. Wood.
You're going to paint wood?
I'm going to paint my wooden handle on me big hammer.
Oh,
at least the base colour for it. But I don't know what colour to do. Let's have a look.
Go.
have to knock the camera now.
I want to make fly noises. But there you go.
Don't know what that noise was.
That was the lure pack, man, mate.
It was, wasn't it?
It was bang on, mate. Now I know what you do in your spare time.
What's my name? Clive, wasn't it?
Yeah, if ever that bloke goes, we've now got the replacement voice effect for, the lure pack, man.
Right, what colours do I want? A brown colour of.
Because little known fact that my pigeons, because they coo meme,
Pigeons.
is actually Fox doing the cuckoo noise, because he did it on the E-Models show one night, and I may have grabbed it and thought, we'll have that.
I'll have a bit of that. I didn't know that until you told me.
Yeah.
It's not the colour I want. I need to find a colour. Ooh. Never the moment when you know in your head what you want, but your brain can't actually find the right colour.
Yeah, pretty much all the time, mate. I get that when I wake up in the morning. It's like,
your brain says you can see it in your brain, in your brain's eye.
Yeah.
But when you look at the colours, your brain's like, I don't understand what I'm looking at.
Yeah, your brain goes tilt.
Well, I've got this great idea for the wood handle, but then I realise it's the same colour as the whole rest of the tank. It's like, fail. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, suitably excused.
I don't know where that came from. Well, I know where it came from, but exclusions. Andrew, no, see, it's Andrew just.
Let's have a bit of that in there. You're thinking, aren't you? I can feel the brain folds building up.
Well, there's a shape in my mind of what I want the colour to be, but
you're a shape.
I can't get a shape in real worldness.
There it is. It's that handle there. Grab that.
Let's just go with it. Let's just wing it.
Do it. You know you want to wing it.
Wing it like you mean it. Super match game. Boom.
There you go. Have you a bit of that? Right.
Is there an MSDS on the paint? Asks Muse. I've never seen an MSDS for Citadel paints, but there is one. There will be one. There has to be by law. I don't know where you get it.
I don't know. There might be. This is going to involve me looking closely.
Not actually on the paint itself.
Oh, right.
But, I mean, by law, they have to have an MSDS sheet that you can request wherever you want.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
The data sheets, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally
Citadel, please, can you tell me all your secret ingredients? No.
Yeah, normally you request them bad boys.
Mm-hmm. Gentlemen, request your bad boys.
Let's get all the scars off of there.
Do 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 do.
Right.
They're probably reluctant to give them out because, you know, the MSDS for Agrax Searchay will just say Duncan's Tears.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Sounded wrong, didn't it?
It did sound wrong. That's why Games Workshop asks you to post your works on like Twitch and on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. With the hashtag whatever it is. So they can take all the really bad ones and show them when he used to work there, show them to Duncan and milk the tears to make Agrax Searchade. When he showed him the really bad paint jobs where they haven't thinned the paints.
Legend that is Duncan Rhodes.
Mm-hmm. Europe. That was a good choice of paint there, good choice of colour, I think.
I still remember Nipple.
Nipple.
With Duncan, a little giggle, bless him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He was painting a giant or something, wasn't he? A big giant thing. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, it was the pustule thing, wasn't it? The what's his name?
Oh, was it the? It was the great unclean one type.
Yeah,
character.
yeah, that was it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one. That's the little fella.
Yes.
That's the little fella right there. Yes, lovely, lovely.
Good old Duncan.
Now we painted. I've just painted that like today, and the paint's already come off. God. Really do have to handle things carefully.
Satin
nowadays.
varnish, perhaps? Are you at that stage where you can put a satin on just to protect everything you've done?
No, I mean literally since I painted it like 2 hours ago. It's ripped off the edge.
Yeah.
Wow. It's the thing with Bane blades. They're so big and burly that you get a bit manhandly with them, and you kind of forget.
Yeah.
Manhandly. I can never remember my formula for doing little sort of wood handles and things. I think it's XV88, then some Agrex Earthshade, and then some very fine screaming scores and just lines.
That does ring a bell.
And just for giving that kind of wood effect. It's only a very basic wood. It's not like realistic or anything, but it looks like used wood a little bit, I think. You look like used wood.
I'm made
missed your
of
chance
wood.
there, dude. That would have been your response if you hadn't missed your chance.
I know, I had a gobful of food, mate, but don't worry.
Ah. Missed your chance.
I thought I'd take the opportunity to have something quick to eat, and yeah. Note to self, don't do that again.
Don't eat. You miss all your chances. Is that better?
Yeah, needed that.
Is the spot now hit?
It suitably is, mate.
Good lad. Now,
Oh, yeah.
I need a grey for me hose, me rubber hoses.
O's.
Hose. Mon repose, hose. And I think I can probably get away with the same grey that I will use for my rusty tracks.
Happy days. Right, what else has been going on in the chat? Not a lot. Don't forget, you can ask us anything, folks. Fox will endeavour to answer all of your questions. He's gone quiet again. Is he muted?
Sorry, I had to cough and it didn't unmute.
I was sitting here frantically going through all my settings. I do wish you'd let me know.
I didn't know until you said I'd gone quiet because I didn't unmute. I've got a funky button on my phone, on my microphone.
Honestly, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I can't hear him. Oh, it's not really.
Well, I literally muted it for like 1 second just to clear my throat, and then it didn't undo.
Yeah, it's a bit like when I tried to have something to eat for 1 second. Did you ask me a question, didn't it?
Well, I didn't know you were eating something.
I didn't know you was muting. No.
Well, I didn't have enough time. I just didn't forget.
What was I doing?
I did say, though, don't forget, folks, if you want me to shut up for 10 minutes, do a £10 super chat.
Exactly.
£1 for every minute I'll shut up.
Yeah. So why is Festa suddenly driving a Bentley? Well, Fox made this statement.
£10,000 super chat. I get to come on every week and not say a word for 6 months.
You're not that bad.
I know.
Notice I said that almost convincingly.
I almost believed you, but not
You
quite.
did, didn't you?
Well, I almost believed that you believed.
Yeah.
But I know you didn't.
Pardon
Right
me.
through it.
Just put a little bit of the crimson over all me purples on the guns because I can. I've got to find the canopy. That's why I dug the box out. I was looking for the canopy because I know I've got it somewhere.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I see what you did there.
I like the word canopy. I nearly said canopy then.
Yeah, I like that because it reminds me of prawn vol au vents. They are my weakness at any wedding I've been to. The minute I see a plate of prawn vol au vents, it's like, yeah, that's got my name on it.
I am not unfamiliar with this deep-seated desire when vol au vents are presented.
And normally people go, oh, I think don't even touch that plate. Don't you even look at the vol au vents.
When I was in secondary school, in the canteen, as well as like, you know, sausage and chips and beans and all the usual like 1980s secondary school food, they also like once a week had vol au vent.
Yeah.
And it was that kind of, I don't know if you had this when you were at primary school, right? But they had like chicken curry at primary school, but it was just like not curry at all.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got, Edward's told me to shut up for 2 minutes. I shall shut up. He's paid for it. Let me time it.
Okay, Edward, I'll let him go on a timer for 2 minutes. I'll go full screen, and then when he's...
Am I timing it or are you timing it?
No, you time it on your phone, mate. I trust you.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
There you go, folks. Yes, well done, Edward, mate. Why do I feel that we've started a trend? Yes, folks, poor Fox. He's going to not be feeling the love now, is he? Shit, where is my iron break? He says looking for it. There you go. Jeff's laughing out loud. Yes, Jeff, this is our new thing now. See, yeah. Well, Fox made the statement earlier on. He said if people put in a super chat, for each dollar the super chat is, he'll go quiet. And yeah, good old Edward. Well done. And thank you, Edward. Thank you, mate, for your generosity, buddy. I could just see Fox now looking down his nose going, I didn't think anyone would actually do it. Oh, it has made my day, that. I'm easily pleased, you know. All right, let's get that sorted out. Actually, I'm going to thin that down just a tad. Panzer says a rich Scotsman has a canopy above his bed, a poor Scotsman has a canopy below his bed, and a dead Scotsman canopy at all. See what you did there, dude. I am impressed, Panzer. There you go. A bit of that in there. Give that another shaky, Kins. I don't think that's funny. Oh, bless you. Marcy's now sitting there going, oh, Fox button. There is a God. Yes, there is, Marcy. There really is a God, love. There you go. That should be nice and thin.
God damn it, 2 minutes is a long time.
PJ says, if anyone wins the lottery this week, Fox could be quiet for a very, very long time. Oh, hey. Brilliant. I've just seen Marcy has put in a $10 super chat that says STFU Foxy, laugh out loud.
I shall set the timer for 10 minutes. Hang on.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, right. Hang on, let me turn the brightness up so you can see. Right, there you go. 10 minutes.
This is going to kill
10 minutes.
him. Oh, yeah,
ready?
No
3, 2, 1, go.
I can allow you to be on camera. You just have to be vocally quiet, so you can carry on doing your painting. There you go. Oh, mate. Thank you very, very, very much, Marcy, for your generosity, by the way, darling. Oh, bless him. I can feel I can feel the tears, Marcy. Jeff says, wow, Muse, bless. And Marcy says she had to laugh out loud. Thank you very kindly, Marcy. It means a lot. Let's snooze that. Once he does come back, I shall ring my missus to make sure she's awake from her slumber. So there might be a bit of dead air time. Bless. I can tell little bits of him are dying inside. Are they silver as well? them bits? I would have thought so. They're part of the engine, aren't they? Yeah, I'll do them silver. Why not? Iron breaker, should I say. Marcy says you can taste the tears. Honestly, Marcy, I swear blind love, I may have just heard a sniffle. It could be that Sobbykins is taking place. And the beauty of it is, as well, is I could sit here and say, you're made of arse deposit, and he can't answer me back at the moment because he's got to be quiet. So I could really have fun during this segment, mock him mercilessly, saying that he is made out of all the squigwidge dust imaginable, and he can't come back with anything. Damn, this is actually really, really quite a good idea. You can see what I did. He's got one eye on that clock. Candy Grab says, I guess Fox would be allowed to write notes. I could imagine what some of them might be. Yeah, there you go. He's got the Post-its notes. Yeah. It's going to be something along the lines of, I can hear you, you know. Yeah. I am here. Yeah. He's brilliant, isn't it? There you go. Poor Fox. I would say I'm feeling sorry for him, but it was his idea. So, there you go. Happy days. That's beginning to come together so we can get rid of some of the purple edginess on that side. Come up in there. Like that. And this will get some known oil and bits and pieces on it at a later stage. Try not to get any overpaint on there though, Cole, because yeah, your bottom lip will come out. Luckily for me, there's a bit of edge highlighting to go on there. Fox is made a squigwidge, Fox is made a squigwidge, la 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 la, he can't answer me. Brilliant. Damn, should do this on an E-Models Monday. Poopy face. Oh, bless. Now. Oh, butt trumpet. Yeah. All I've got to say to you is twat bucket. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Marcy's now sitting there going, do you know something? That's the best $10 I've ever spent. Oh, dear. Just imagine you're staring longingly at your phone, aren't you? I can feel it. I can feel that you are. Yeah. It's a long, long 10 minutes. This 10 minutes, Fox, is longer than one of my Warhammer dioramas, mate. Marcy says, I got paid today. She says she fooked. Yeah. Bless. So I'll just carry on putting a bit of iron breaker on these because I can. Why not? I'll just try and desperately not to think of how much fun I'm going to have doing all these checkers over this because but it's all the little finicky stuff that I can do before we come to checkers time because, yeah, because I want to give this a satin varnish before I start doing the checkers just in case I need to go back over anything. I've protected everything underneath. Underneath the arches, yeah. Oh, I can hear the sound of marker pen being applied. Cheers. You Spud. How you doing for time? He very nearly went to answer me then. Oh, you're doing well, mate. You're doing well. Yeah, I shall ring her in a sec, mate. I'll just wait until you return because, yeah, it doesn't let us have dead air time then, does it? I shall ring the Doris because I haven't heard the sound of her dulcet trotters cascading across the floor. Yeah, I said that out loud, didn't I? Oh dear. That's going to cost me. I can feel it. There you go. Have a bit of that on there. You can come up under there. Slap a bit in there. Come around in there. Get that bit done. This will all get non-oiled, and I might even do a bit of bluing on there and stuff like that as the build progresses, because why not? There you go. Panzer's put in a £2 super chat. He says for more fox tears. No worries, mate. He's got to reset his clock. Bless him. Can see where this is going to go, can't you? I'm going to mute for 2 seconds, folks, purely and simply because I've got to quickly ring the wife to make sure she's up. So apologies for the dead air, unless you want to give Fox a reprieve, but I'm just going to mute for a second whilst I ring the wife. Back in a sec. Right, we're back. There you go. Panzer says Fox can use pen words. There you go. Yeah, she is alive, folks. She is alive. Oh, isn't that time already? Yeah. Right, let's have a look and start doing a bit on the guns. Start bringing out some bits on them. So we'll drop another little bit in there. How we doing there? Coming up to 5 to 3. So we'll be coming off air at 3 a.m, folks. Jeff says public. Let's get rid of that. There you go. Jeff says, public service announcement. These exclusive icons are available for YouTube supporters collectible. Absolutely. And there are more that I'm... there are more icons that I'm going to be doing, folks. So...
There you go. I've got 2 more minutes to add now, haven't I? Hello!
Yeah, no worries, mate. And
that took forever. 2 more minutes.
He'll be back, and then we'll be going off air at 3. So, well, just after 3, because he's got his 2-minute punishment to do. So, this is funny though. Poor Fox. I shouldn't actually be feeling sorry for him, should I, folks? Yeah. It's surprising, isn't it? The simple things that we can come up with that make people happy. And yeah. Here you go. So I could start bringing out some of this detail now. And the underside is going to have a little bit of weathering done under there, but nothing major. So I think that's a gem living in there. So we'll come back and we'll pick that out at a later date. So that's the first bit of silver down on that. Can do some of the guns. Marcy says my sides hurt now. It's brilliant, isn't it? Honestly, Marcy, I bet you're impressed at how good that $10 felt, isn't it, darling? Yeah. Arse, he says. Yeah, I can feel the tears. The walking away music is obviously going in Fox Towers at the moment because, yeah, he is Dr. David Guru because, yeah, got his little bag over his shoulder, just walking off into the distance to the foreboding sound of the walking away tune because, yeah, let's just put a base of that on there. Because we can put all kinds of different stuff.
There you go. 2 minutes.
There you go. Welcome back. Welcome back.
And if anyone can tell me where that sound effect is from, I'll give them 10 internet points.
Yeah, Jeff says, wow, now there's a fundraising scheme that I never, ever would have thought of. Absolutely.
Yeah. Great way to make money. Just get Fox to shut up.
Well, the thing is, please, he can get me back when it's on his channel. Because if you want to shut Festa up, yeah. So
no, nobody will pay for that, though. Nobody will pay for that. They wouldn't want to shut you up at all.
Yeah, so
I'd have to do it on my own channel. If you want me to shut up, that's not fair on you, then.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know why it is, but suddenly everybody's inviting me on their streams, but they just want me to sit there and quietly not do anything.
Oh, did little bits of you die inside during your enforced silence?
I find it hilarious because it's helping you make some money, but it's also
absolutely.
Just the funny thing is, I've got so much painting done in the last 10, 15 minutes.
The thing is, you've taken it in good spirits, and that's the key.
Well, I kind of started it, but it's good fun because it just means I can crack on with some work.
Yeah, so think how quick he would have had that chipping done, folks.
Yeah.
Who knew, eh? Who knew?
Who knew? But good on folks for going with it. And
absolutely, yeah. Thanks for your generosity. It is appreciated. Yeah. It really is. And I can just imagine the giggling that Marcy's been doing sat at home there.
Oh, yeah. Fox is now a doctor in the science of silence. The sound of silence.
That's what he did there.
You see that, don't you?
I did.
Do you see it with your looking ears and understanding?
I did. Yeah, I bet Garfunkel's bricking it. Is he still around, Art Garfunkel? He's got to be in his 80s now.
I don't know. Aren't they all dead by now or something?
I don't know. If he's around, I would have thought he's in at least his mid-80s now.
Probably. Why am I painting these now? I don't need to...
Blast from the past, Simon and Garfunkel. My God. And yet, 9 times out of 10, people will know one of their tunes if it came on the radio.
That's the funny thing. I can name like one, The Sound of Silence.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a bit like ABBA. Everyone knocks ABBA, but if an ABBA tune comes on, you watch, everyone's tapping their feet. And they'll all know which one it is. It's like, yeah, you're a secret ABBA fan. It's
like, ABBA is like, you don't have to like ABBA, but like you say, everybody still taps their foot.
Yeah.
I get the feeling like 90% of the world's population like ABBA, but I've never purchased it ever.
Yeah, it used to be.
You can't not like it. It's just it's a cultural thing.
You used to get the radio DJ. It's one for the mums, dancing Queen way apart.
Here's one for the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
I think you need to work on your Bolton accent there, dude.
Yeah, it was a bit lame, wasn't it, mate?
It's the funny thing, right? But if it's weird, but wherever I've been in the country, up north, down south, Scotland, every time there's been a DJ at an event, he's always sounded like he's come from Bolton.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, now we've got one for the ladies now.
Yeah.
And there we go, and there's the thing. It's like, you never know what he said.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
It's a bit like the announcer at the train station, isn't it? No one ever knows what they're saying.
No. Especially not Edinburgh Waverley, where the echo kicks in just at the important bit where they say where the train's going.
Yeah.
The next train on platform 5 is the train for...
Everything echoes throughout that station, doesn't it? It's like, yeah.
That is a terrible train station. It's just, the acoustics are ridiculous.
Yeah, if ever you're up that way, you've got to go in there, folks, just to listen to the announcements. It's gold.
Yeah, Edinburgh Waverley. Right, let me very quickly go and get some warm water.
Yeah, no worries, mate. We're coming to brush cleaning time, folks. There you go. Trying to think what else I've got to pick out on there. Can't do that until I've done the checkers. Can't do the masks until the checkers. Yeah, that's a good spot. That's a good spot for me to end that for the evening.
I've got namby-pamby Simon and Garfunkel emo nonsense in my head now.
Elevator music for God, mate.
It's like, I know the classics, but they're kind of emo and whiny, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really.
I had bright eyes going in my head for some reason the other night when I went to go to bed. Don't know why. From Watership Down, wasn't it? And it's like, why on earth is that in my head? It's like, really? I need to get up.
It's like there's one song in Cyberpunk 2077 that plays on the radios and stuff, and it's just so whiny and emo. I'm like, oh, it just makes me want to. I just have to shoot the radio every time I walk past a radio playing it.
Proper elevator music, is it, mate?
No, it's just like whiny millennial. It just sounds like whiny millennial crap. It's horrible. I'm like, I can't listen to that.
They all fit back in there.
So, how was your painting come along tonight then, Colin?
I will let you know once I've cleaned my paintbrushes, mate, because if I go into that, I'm going to have dry paint on my brushes, and I can't have that.
You don't want that. Not on the good brushes now.
So I just want to get them quickly cleaned off, and then I will show you, mate.
Yeah, quickly clean your tips.
Yeah. I'll leave that pot right in the middle of my bench so that it reminds me to add that to my shop for our good friend Jeff, because I said I would, so I shall do that when I come off air.
Yeah. Is that one done?
Edward says, I am a rock. I am an island. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. What's that?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Is it? Oh, I've never heard that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if you go yeah.
I've just got Sound of Silence in my head. And I've just remembered Bridge Over Troubled Water. That was Simon and Garfunkel, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah. More whiny nonsense.
Mind you, Disturbed did a good version last year of Sound of Silence. I did find that quite a powerful version. So,
who's Disturbed? I don't know who that is.
Some bald-headed fella was giving it the old proper powerful rendition of it. It was, yeah.
Oh, is this one of these modern popular beat combos that I don't know anything about?
Yeah, he seemed a very popular chap, but yeah, he proper gave it the lungs, mate, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Not lounge singer, Heady Hole style, proper some of that, you know, and it was like...
Oh, death metal.
He proper went for it, and it was like, yeah, it was very popular in the UK. I don't know whether it made it stateside, but...
I've never heard of this person.
It was quite a popular rendition, so... Bit like when Johnny Cash did Hurt, wasn't it? That was... yeah.
I know ELO, and I know a bit of Queen. Other than that, I know nothing about songs.
Yeah, you are pretty lame, aren't you?
I have no musical song knowledge. I was never into songs. So.
Let's have a looky-loo then at what we did tonight. So I'll just go full screen then and show the world what I've been up to. And then you can go full screen as well. So let's put that down.
Oh, look at that.
We got a bit of purple. You like that, don't you?
Gorgeous. That's gorgeous. It almost looks metallic.
Yeah. So
I don't even know how you've done that.
You genuinely, you're not taking a pee, are you? You're happy.
No,
yeah.
no, I'm fascinated by it. It's gorgeous.
I've started the base layers on that. Ignore my twitches. It's just, it's that time. But yeah, so that's that. It's just almost a shame that you got the checkers going over the front. So I've done a bit of that. And then obviously I've done the same effect, or started it on the top of the guns as well there.
Look at that.
Putting the base down. And then I've got to come back over this purple with a little bit of dry brush highlight just to bring out the other tones. So that's what I've been up to. And then I did a little bit of basing on the Goliath as well. Just to kill a bit of time whilst my shade was drying. So that's what I've been up to. I've not painted any of the Harlequins yet because, I'm not that brave at the moment.
Yeah, that's a proper in-depth job by itself.
Yeah, this will get a satin varnish during the week just to protect that because I don't want to damage anything, and then I can come back in and then start adding additional things. But now, really, I've got to hang on until I get me checkers started, and then I can thing that. But that'll get satin varnished just to protect it. So hopefully you like that, folks.
Are you not tempted to airbrush your checkers? Are you going to hand them? Are you going to hand brush them? What do you think?
Without giving the game away, there won't be. There won't be an airbrush, but they will be brush painted. But there's a little trick that I've got for them. So so
I like the sound of that.
But I'm happy with that. That's reasonably what I wanted. There'll be a few little areas that I'll just add an additional bit of crimson on just to make it pop. But I'm quite happy with it.
That is lovely.
So
I hate you completely.
Hopefully you like that, folks.
Yeah, nobody needs to look at mine now. I've just painted some gold crap.
I'll come off full screen and put Fox on the full screen. What have you been up to, dear?
I painted some crap there. Nobody cares about this now after that.
Oh, stop putting yourself down. It breaks me when you do that.
I'm only joking. Yes, I've painted the gold details. I've just base coated them in red Futurama. I've painted the big sledgehammer with just the first base coat for a wood. I've got to do more wood effects on that. And the cranking handle, all the silver details. I've started work on the temple at the back. So nothing really to report. I've done on the turret, I've done the cannon there and little bits of accent detail and the Aquila on the back. The stubber's based in whatever the hell colour that was, just to start the gunmetalling effect. And I started adding the grey for the rubber tyres on the wheels, which I'll go around and do. I wasn't sure whether to do it because I'll have to dry brush metallics over the wheels as well, but I'll just do that carefully later.
Yeah.
And I've got to figure out as well, I might necessarily use the same, I don't know which grey to use for the tracks. It might be the same Mechanica standard grey, but I'll have to make sure they don't look the same as the tyres, even though it's the same colour, base colour.
Yeah.
Because the track's going to be rusty, but the tyres are going to be using dark black shades like normal to make them look more like rubber. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the stage I'm at. I've not done me tracks yet, and it's like,
So hopefully, with the black wash on the rubber tyres and the different rusty washes on the tracks, which will be the same colour, they'll look like rusty metal and rubber, not just all the same thing. So I've done the same on the hoses at the back as well to make they'll be looking like rubber. So So I've got loads of these are all base colours, like the wood handle there. That'll start looking more like wood when I put shades and stuff on it. So.
Yeah, that's it. Mate, that's looking mate, you should be proud of that.
So somehow I've painted like 3 things and you've done a whole paint job on that flyer. It's quite impressive.
That's just base. That's just the purple base that the checkers go on because they're all oranges and golds and stuff.
It looks like you've done a lot more work than I have.
I've got basically that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the stage I'm at the moment. So I'm not far off.
I like the fact that you can look at the box art and go, here's how I'm going to do that. Bosh, done. And it works.
Yeah. So you are impressed. It looks, I don't think that's too far off the colour. Like I say, I've got my edge highlighting to do on the flaps there. But I don't want to do them yet till I've got all my chubbies on there, my checkers. So, but,
I'm impressed with that, man. That's awesome.
You like that? So,
now you can spend a week painting the cockpit.
I think I can suitably say that I've taken off my baby grow for that one.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm quite happy with how that's turned out, considering I've done that live as well, which, as we know, painting live can be quite challenging because I am a man of limited eyesight.
To be perfectly, I'm in the middle of a yawn. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't have known, looking at the box art, how to use a glaze to reproduce that. I'd be like, yeah, I would have been like, I've no idea how to reproduce that without airbrushing it.
Yeah, I just looked at the paint and the different colours and was like, part of me thought they had used an airbrush, but I thought I can't use the airbrush live. Even though folks can't hear it, it's just to me, it just seems rude airbrushing live. So I thought, well, sod it, I've got to do that with a brush. So the only way I can think of is wet blending, and that was it. Yeah. And I don't think it's too bad. That's not light in that. That's actually the paint.
Yeah, no, it's
to give the light effect
on the blending and washing stage, glazing stage.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, if I'm honest. So yeah,
it looks like a Colonial Viper in a little way.
I'm just going to nod. What's a Colonial Viper?
Battlestar Galactica. You'd know a Colonial Viper if you saw it. You know Battlestar Galactica.
I know of it, but that would mean physically watching it.
Moving on.
Was that the one with Tweaky?
No, that was Buck Rogers, dear.
Oh, right. Okay, same thing, innit? But yeah.
Oh, dear. Everybody just move on. Nothing to say here.
Are you giving me one of them face palms again off this stain? I'm
giving you a look. There is a look happening right now.
I now know I'm going to get gifts for the rest of the evening of Homer Simpson disappearing in the hedge. And shame. I can feel it coming, folks.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't
do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you.
Everyone's saying it's looking good. Thank you very much. Munchkin Modelling Man 72 is in saying good evening. Hello, mate. How you doing?
There is one downside to me, like not being able to talk and having to write everything on Post-it notes, is that I'm now tripping balls on Sharpie fumes.
Marcy says Disturbed killed it. It's my favourite cover ever. Yeah, I thought it was really a beautiful track the way that was done. Dare I say it, cover versions very rarely beat the original, but I think on this occasion he pretty much nailed it. So yeah,
no idea who Disturbed are.
Edward says I've seen them a few times. Excellent shows. Yeah, I can imagine he's really got a powerful voice live, because when I watched the video, for me it was the raw emotion that he put into it. It's one of them, Fox. You've got to watch it, mate. It really is powerfully done. But yeah, this means Fox won't, because it's not a yellow and it's not John Michael Jarry. So yeah.
I've not listened to Jar for years, but
yeah, him and all, Jar and all. There you go.
Very stuck in my ways when it comes to music.
So does that mean then you was a fan of Jar? No, that was coming. Why is it I'm now sitting here going, oh God, I've just had to look. Yeah. So on that note, folks, oh, you want to start that, do you?
Don't make me do the eyebrow.
Yeah, the people's eyebrow.
The people's eyebrow has spoken.
Yeah, there you go, folks. So yes, we're going to see where this is going to degenerate. We're going to love and leave you there. Thanks very much for joining us, keeping us both company, tolerating my absence yet again. So thanks for all coming in. Also,
thank you for paying me to shut up.
Yeah, also
because it helped Colin out a lot.
Yeah, also thanks for everyone that jumped on board and stopped Fox in his tracks. It really is massively appreciated.
No.
And also thanks to you, mate, for being a good sport. So yeah.
Hey, I don't mind being stupid. It's what I do for a living, so.
Absolutely. Jeff says, thanks for the live stream. Good fun as always. Take care. And don't forget, folks, the Fox button is now in effect.
If you do lots of money in advance, you could basically have a whole stream where I don't say anything for the whole 2 hours. Great. The only downside, of course, is you then have to wing it by yourself while I'm sitting here painting happily away.
That's all right.
You can do that now, can't you?
Yeah, I've broke. Yeah, Marcy will be mightily proud of me. I broke my
Popped your presenting cherry.
And yes, there'll be another solo live stream on E-Models this Monday where I'll be doing some more on my 1/16 tank. Good segue there, Cole. See what I did? So, yeah, that'll be me doing solo at the bench. I know, folks, who'd have thought it.
Also, and you enjoyed it and you liked it.
Also back Sunday with the gang doing the Festa and Friends at the bench. We'll be back Wednesday for the E-Models Wednesday, where I'll be starting my new Wednesday build.
Oh,
yes.
Do I know what it is?
No, you don't. You don't know what it is. No.
Excitement for me as well, then also as well, and Ethan as well.
And then obviously we'll be back this time next week for a bit of Friday frolicking goodness, folks. So a massive thanks to everyone that came in. Stay safe, stay well. Yeah, go on.
I was about to say I'll have to make sure to watch on Wednesday, then I'm like, wait a minute, no, you idiot.
Absolutely. Marcy's put a link in for Disturbed. That's the live version. Edward says, Fox, watch the video and learn something. Laugh out loud. Cheers. Big thanks to each and every one of you. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. Adios, amoebas.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.